Oh, co-host.
What is up, K Cool Man?
Man, you know what? What? It took 5 minutes to get started. You warming up over there? Just staring at you. You know what? You're sitting there.
I'm waiting for you to give me an answer.
I'm waiting for you to say what?
I said it 20 minutes ago.
Well, I was going to say the saga continues, but it just got interrupted right there.
Yes, it did, Mike.
Yeah, the saga just got cut off right there. You just looked at me.
Insane laugh. Oh, well, I was noticing Noah over here laughing for some reason.
Insanely,
yeah. I didn't know if
Salacious Crumb over here.
Yeah, I didn't know if somebody told her a joke or something in her head. She's talking to herself again or what. Yeah, but
comedy show in her head right now.
When I was about to answer, I just heard insane laughter. And I looked over at her and I just looked at her. And,
I'm sorry.
And I was judging her.
Oh.
And judging her up and down.
What's wrong with this woman?
Noah.
Yes, the saga continues.
Yeah, it does.
It doesn't stop.
This saga right here, it doesn't stop. The Amsterdam saga. When the fuck you getting out?
I'm just.
When you leaving Austin?
I'm having too much of a good time.
I see that.
You having a lot of fond memories of the radiator you've been chained up to for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
In Corey's place.
Almost 3.
Yeah, I've been putting a black snake moan on it. Girl, you got the devil in you. You got to get it out. I'm gonna chain you.
No,
to the
have you been doing any moaning recently since you've been here?
Oh my god!
From black snakes. Hey,
I noticed you had to brush your teeth before we started. I didn't know why, and then I was like, oh, never mind.
She's like Samuel Jackson in that edited version of Snakes on a Plane. Enough is enough. I want these monkey fighting snakes off my Monday through Friday head.
My chain is long enough to get to the kitchen to get a beer and then go to the bathroom and brush my teeth. That's basically it.
Yeah, as long as you can get to the bathroom, that would be the most important part for me.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. She's been cooking dinner for people here though, man, and
yeah?
people have eaten her cooking and been like, "Wow, this is good." So she's been paying her way. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Well, you guys don't. Well, you in Amsterdam, you guys don't have like Burger King and
yes,
KFC. And
we do, but
churches
we barely go there. No churches, but KFC, McDonald's,
Burger King,
and it's just like it is in Pulp Fiction, man.
Yeah.
Like everybody's putting ketchup on their fries. What does she get? Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise, yeah.
Big old.
That's fucked up. Yeah.
I know it is.
That does not taste
delicious.
good. I don't know what's wrong with you guys.
Yeah, look,
but that's awful. That's an awful combination.
Yeah, just a big old scoop of white pus on the plate right there.
Was it mayonnaise?
I can't ever look at mayonnaise because I saw a movie. I think it was either Hamburger the movie or Hot Dog the movie. I can't remember which one. But there was a scene where there's a fat guy on a beach eating a submarine sandwich, and this the seagull flies over him and takes a shit right on his huge ass sandwich, and the guy starts to eat it, and it looks just like mayonnaise. And when I saw that, I told myself I will never fucking look at mayonnaise the same way.
Oh no,
again.
that was in Hoagie the movie, or was it Taco the movie? Like what the fuck is going on with these movies, man? Hot Dog. I like the way you say it. Was it Hamburger the movie?
Yeah,
or was it Hot Dog?
It was in the '80s, so yeah, they were.
It was
for some
one of
reason,
those sandwiches. I can't remember which one it was.
They weren't making any remakes back then, so they were they had to come up with their own ideas. So that's what you got. Yeah,
I'm wondering when are they going to
Hamburger,
Hot Dog and Hot Dog the movie? When are they going to have
Pizza the movie?
Yeah, when are they going to have Hamburger versus Hot Dog the movie?
I'm waiting for fried chicken. No, wait, there was a fried chicken. It's Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Kentucky Fried Movie.
Kentucky Fried Movie.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking about taking that video, fry that chicken. I'm thinking about making a feature-length motion picture out of that.
Oh my god! When we were talking about that, I was so happy somebody put up the General's Fried Chicken from Undercover Brother. Yeah, I love that. Gotta love that chicken.
So what happened? Now, here's the deal, though, people. You got chased out of El Paso.
No, I didn't get chased out. I went to El Paso and I decided it was more fun in Austin than El Paso.
Of course, that's the first thing everyone told you when you mentioned El Paso. Yeah. I'm going to El Paso. Everyone looked at you like, "Why? What the fuck is in El Paso?"
I was like, "Why the fuck you going to El Paso in the first place?"
Yeah,
and you get there, and what happened? You staying with? I know you didn't want to say it on this podcast.
Exactly.
On this podcast, excuse me, I'm burped. On this podcast, it just got through.
You just decided to leave.
Right? I decided to leave.
Okay.
I thought it would be better to leave.
But no, you
Come back
did.
to
and
fun
hang out
Austin.
and hang out with and what to Austin?
Fun Austin? No.
To fuck Austin?
Fuck Austin.
Is that what you-
What? Huh?
Did that not what you said?
Hold on, that's
She said-
exactly what I heard, and I'm a robot.
And she said I came back to fuck
Yeah,
Austin.
I read lips too. Yeah, you said fuck Austin. You're coming back to fuck Austin. Okay, and how's that been?
Working out for you.
Yeah, it's been doing pretty well. Yeah.
Okay, all right. I hope Austin's paying you well for that,
Yes.
for your services. So no, I mean it's not a big deal. When you
next
got to El
Octomom,
Paso,
maybe.
the family staying with you just having some sort of problems, and you didn't feel too wanted there, right? You just felt like a little unwelcomed in this because I've been in that situation too.
Okay, you tell me your story. I don't want to talk about
Well,
it.
I'm lying.
Yeah.
Everybody loves me.
Did you see how clever Corey is
Yeah.
by bringing up something you told him you don't want to talk about?
Exactly, and
And
then
lie-
he keeps
Yeah,
talking about
yeah.
it.
And just-
I can bring up some stuff
Yeah.
too, Corey. So just
He's trying to use that retard Jedi mind trick on you.
Boy, I know. Like I'm being clever. All right, what happened in El Paso? I don't want to talk about it. Okay, but what happened in El Paso?
Well, now that you
I'm
ask-
tricky.
I'll get her to talk about it. Don't you
Watch
worry.
this.
Look directly
It's a
into my
retard mind trick.
look directly into my teeth.
This robot
What you
eyes.
do is you just keep asking until she gets tired of, what happened in El Paso? I don't want to, what happened in El Paso? Please, what happened in El Paso? All right, goddammit, what happened in El Paso was this? I came back to fuck Austin and beat the shit out of you for asking me what happened to me in El Paso.
Yeah.
And I'm just lying to her, too. Oh, you know what's happened to me before? And she's like, really? No, it didn't. But what happened to you? Everybody loves when I come
Yeah.
to town.
Corey has no
Exactly.
friends.
Nobody
in El
kicks
Paso.
you out.
Nobody kicks me out. Nobody ever kicks. I kick people out their own place before they kick me out. I thought I told you not to come in here.
Yeah,
No, just
well,
tell him. What are you, a fucking cop? What is this? What
Yeah.
is this? An interrogation? What the hell?
Yeah,
Okay.
what's your problem, Corey?
Yeah.
Nothing. What happened in El Paso? Okay, all right. Well, you know what? No, really. We're happy to have you here.
Yeah.
You, as far as, and I don't care what people say on these podcasts, because I had one person that on the last thing you did, which was a couple of cold ones.
Yep.
Somebody had the nerve to come in and say, "I'm getting annoyed by Noah."
Yes.
It's one person, of course. See, we've gotten numb to
Yeah.
this kind of stuff now where people criticize us, but everybody was saying, Noah's cool. I like Noah. Noah's voice is sexy. And you let that one comment, you came in and said,
No.
they don't like me. It's
No,
like, it's
I
one
did
fucking
not.
comment.
I did not. I actually told you I had kind of like.
You had to what?
No, I told him that it amuses me that strangers online will get pissed off about something you do.
Yeah.
I kind of go like.
I wouldn't understand that. No, I don't
No.
get that kind
Doesn't
of
happen.
No,
response.
That
everybody
That don't
loves
happen
you.
to me.
I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah.
Just
So
me.
you're gonna have to explain, more thoroughly
He always
why
gets-
people are pissed
yeah.
off, why people don't like you. I
No,
don't
co-host
get it.
always gets love from the homies.
Too much
Oh, there
love.
you go.
I get tired of love. I'd rather be feared than loved. No,
Get some
You
respect
understand?
or something.
no, I don't need
no,
that.
no respect, just fear.
No, I want fear.
No,
No, it's
and,
been-
I mean, and that's like no, it's just one person, and then my PR manager, my Polish PR manager.
Okay,
Just-
no,
he
you're
gave me
starting.
a
No,
hard time.
you're starting to annoy me. No,
Yeah, no.
all right.
What's his name? Yaka the
Yannick.
Jew?
Yannick.
Yannick the
Crow.
Jew? Yannick the
Yeah.
Crow.
Yeah.
The crow, the crow.
What is, oh,
He's Polish. Come on.
he's Polish. Okay.
So
Damn
he-
Poles.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm not, no Polish joke. Somebody already jumped on me about making
Yeah.
that joke the other night.
The one Polish.
What, a Polish
That
joke?
one Polish joke,
You
yes.
actually know a Polish
I
joke?
know one Polish joke, and I'll tell it
Okay.
again. The Polish joke.
The
was,
only one?
What do you call a pimple on a Pollock's ass?
Polish?
Brain tumor. That's what, yeah. It's Polish. Why don't you just say what? He's not trying to answer it. It's like,
No, I answered.
You know you don't know.
You asked me a question, I'm going to answer it. Even if it's wrong, it's right.
It was like when we were hanging out at the
Yeah.
access station. You
Uh-huh.
remember my friend Buck?
No, I can't
I
remember.
had a
My
friend
name
named
is
Buck.
Buck.
Yeah, Buck.
Yeah.
Man, Buck lived up to his name. Buck is crazy.
Uh-huh.
And Buck he was the one that had the idea of like staging that fight. That everybody asked, was that real?
Oh, okay.
But,
Now, okay, I know what you're talking
But
about. Oh,
Buck
wow.
came in and Buck pulled the fucking fire alarm in the in the access station.
Yeah?
'Cause you heard, and you know the guy
Bob?
you know Bob
yeah.
was already.
I'm sure, yeah, he's pissed.
You know,
Yeah.
because I catch Bob on one night. Like
Yeah.
I just cut. Hey Bob, we need a microphone. God damn, what you need a microphone for? Nobody wants to hear what you fucking got to say anyway.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk shit all night anyway. You know, it's like fuck. I'm sorry. You know?
Right.
So I knew he'd be pissed if they.
Yeah.
But for some
Oh,
reason,
fuck yeah.
he didn't get mad.
Uh-huh.
And I was breathing a sigh of relief. And I said,
Yeah.
Buck, what the fuck did you pull that for? He said it was a lever that said pull. Something tells me to pull it. I'll pull it.
I like this guy. What happened
He
to
uses your
him?
logic.
Yeah, did he end up in jail with that logic?
No, but
okay.
that night the police showed up. So,
Oh, they did?
yeah, the
Okay.
police showed up for that
Yeah.
fight. They were like, "Oh," and the police. I hid in the darkness. Because I was scared to come out because I thought they were going to be like,
that makes sense.
You caused a disturbance here, and we'll have to put you in jail tonight. But
shit, black.
He saw me being black. You started. Come here. He turns a cop. I'm just like the TV show Cops. I'm just running for no reason.
Yeah,
You fit the description.
Except it's unlike Cops. I get away because once he hit that fence, he's like, fuck.
And it's funny because that's the neighborhood that was around that access station. That was the typical neighborhood you'd see on Cops.
Oh, it was.
You jump, you'd scale the fence, you'd fucking fall over somebody's tricycle. You're just. It's not like you're gonna
run
jump
through like an inflatable pool.
Yeah, exactly. The dog's chasing you. It's not wearing a leash; it's wearing a rope.
Yeah. And it's got this weird underbite going on. Hey, people, welcome to Let's Do This.
Oh yeah, we forgot to start the show.
As you can see, we got Noah here. Man, we got to have our 20-minute intro before we get into it. We got to warm up.
Right.
You know how it is here, Noah.
These things just happen, Noah. Just calm down, all right?
Yeah, will you please? You've been yelling the whole time you've been here. Will you please settle your ass down?
Control yourself, woman.
Yeah. Good to see you.
Good
co-host.
to see you, sir.
Yeah, Noah, I'm glad to have you.
Yes.
No, I was going to say this. You actually, out of all the guests we have, you were one of the most interesting and best guests I think we have because you're not crazy. You say something when you have something to say. You got a nice voice.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, your voice definitely is attracting a lot of young boys.
It is.
There we go.
So,
you know what really would make this better? If people knew you were topless while we were doing this. Would you be willing to do that right now?
What is this? The Howard Stern show?
No, it's let's do this. That's what it is. And let's do that.
We can only wish we were that.
I'm just saying a lot of people, because a lot of people keep asking me, they're like, man, you gotta let me know what Noah looks like. And I said, look, I'm gonna let Noah tell you what she looks like.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not gonna put it out there. All I will say though is that she got some major cleavage on her.
Yes, definitely.
Now I'll let you know that much.
Yeah. So you could tell the audience right now, well, guys, I'm completely topless.
I am completely
Yes.
topless.
Say that one more time.
I am completely topless.
And that's all they need to know.
And that's all.
There
You put
go.
the fantasy in their head
That's it.
already.
You hear all these kids. Wait, hold on. If you just quiet down a bit, you can hear all the kids going. You hear a bunch of
Helping boys hit puberty.
and then hold on. If you keep listening. Dang.
And then you hear, Mom, get out! I'm listening to Let's Do This! And I am doing that! Thank you for releasing your fun baggins.
Yes.
No.
Yo, Lucky Charms. Thank you.
All right,
But,
so what we're going to
all
talk
right.
about tonight.
Yes.
These things always take a turn. Man, we could
Right.
reminisce about the old days of access television.
If you want,
You
yeah.
brought some things up I want to talk about.
Okay,
man.
okay.
I want to recommend two movies, two incredible movies that I saw that I want to tell people about, especially you. I know you love it.
Oh, okay.
Tell about some a little bit of charity work I've been doing, some interesting charity work I've been doing.
Oh no, not for that homeless chick, huh?
No,
you've been
man.
bringing her over, huh?
Man, this is-
doing some charity,
Giving back to the community.
charity.
Bend her over to charity.
Here's
No.
my charity.
Charity, couchity, better tea, all those teas right there. Okay, enough of that.
Yeah,
Look, no, this is a legitimate. This is legitimate stuff, man. I usually don't like to talk about these kind of things because
Right.
it makes it seem like you're trying to be a saint and shit. But
Who you trying to be, a saint?
You're trying to brag. I know. Trying to make it sound like, he's trying to brag to people how good he is. It's not that.
This
It's just-
motherfucker thinks he's better than everyone. Fuck this show.
Yes, shit. This motherfucker thinks he's Howard Hughes or
Got
some
his
shit.
charity right here.
Yeah, I got these nuts for your charity. What charity get these nuts to, motherfucker?
I'm
No,
gonna donate some shit to your charity.
no, just sitting here looking like.
I'm sorry.
Maybe
no,
I don't want to. It's
forget.
a whole lot
Yeah.
different from what we did last night.
I
Isn't it?
forget you're here. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
There's a lady present.
It's funny because a lot of people have told me they've asked me in emails. They say, "What goes on with you in these podcasts?" They say in one podcast you're like really quiet and kind of laid back, and in another podcast you're fucking crazy.
I know.
There's something
I'm
wrong with
talking
you.
too much. Oh no, it's just that sometimes I don't feel like interrupting because
Right.
you guys are talking or you and Carla are talking, and then I have nothing to say. If I have nothing to say, why
This
would
isn't
I?
about you.
Yeah.
Why would exactly? Why
This is
would
not-
I interrupt
No, I'm talking about
the
right now.
conversation?
We weren't talking about your involvement. I was talking about me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm talking
See,
about my
there
two
you go.
personalities. Where you come from?
Do you realize this is the Corey show? What's wrong with you? Think, Noah, think.
I like cheese.
Shut up.
Oh no.
No. This is legitimate charity work. I won't even say charity work. It's just something I was doing nice with someone, and it ended up being kind of crazy.
Oh shit!
You know, when crazy things happen, I can't.
No,
I have to talk about it. I can't. You know.
You and crazy are like.
But what about you, man? Let me ask you, what's going on with you? You got anything you want to talk about?
I got a few things. You said you wanted to talk about some movies you saw. I got a couple of movies I've seen recently that. But we'll get into that once we start going into it. I got some news about the Beastie Boys. I don't know if you heard. They're supposed to come during ACL, or apparently one of the guys. What's his name?
Adam.
Yeah,
Horowitz?
here I got it right here. Yeah, I think it was announced either today or last night. But Adam Yauch.
Okay.
He has cancer around his lip nodes. So apparently it's not. It's what he was saying. It didn't sound too serious. So they're going to go in and do surgery, but they did mention they're going to have to cancel a whole lot of shows. ACL may be one of them.
All right, we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay, man. So you got that to talk about. Noah, while we're here, anything you want to bring up?
Amsterdam party.
That's right. You've been slacking.
I've been.
Which thank God you haven't been annoying us with constant plug upon plug.
Exactly.
That's the other thing I want to talk about. How could I forget?
Yeah.
You.
What?
Are the fucking bringer of death, man.
Who, me?
No.
Yes, you.
Oh.
And we'll talk about that a little bit.
I'm trying to block that out of my mind.
Okay, yeah, man.
So the guilt doesn't drown me.
Yeah, we'll talk about that after we get through doing this, man. All right, so Noah.
Yeah.
You saw what we did, and you're about to experience firsthand.
Yeah.
I should have gave you some protective gear because you're about to experience the power of bullshit right here.
Should have given you some condoms.
Yeah.
But instead of
That's what that means.
Except you're gonna wear them. You put them over your head.
Yeah.
Blow them up.
And blow them up
You
like
fill them up with water. You throw them at the kids across the way. Right?
You're gonna wear like rubber gloves one on each hand. Rub them together here. No, you're about to experience firsthand bullshit right here. Firsthand, first class, dangerous bullshit.
Your hand's gonna be all up in the bullshit.
Yeah, I should have then put my top back on.
No, don't. No.
Just leave it off. Okay,
It's
cool.
gonna get real scatty.
You got down here. Whatever bullshit's flung there is gonna bounce back. So,
It's my
but no.
We're making a scat video, by the way. And Corey's a star.
But so what we do here, Noah? Now, you heard this before?
Yeah.
You know what we do here, right?
I know.
We save the world when we're here.
Definitely.
In the middle of all this bullshit.
Yep.
We're gonna make sure that Amsterdam is well protected.
Okay.
While you were there until we have this party.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you're one of the members. Look, you came to Austin. We treated you well, didn't we?
Oh, you treated me amazing. Besides the shackling too.
Okay, hey, we don't need to get into all that. All right, there's still kids listening to this. We don't need to hear about the adventures of you and Corey.
Oh, do they? No, but then no. As you can see, we treat the Spill members well.
Yes.
Now I want you've come here. We showed you hospitality.
Yep.
I want you to imagine this hospitality going over these microphones to these Spill members out here in the form of let's do this. You know what I'm saying? This is what we try to do. We try to show love to the members.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Are we doing that?
Absolutely.
You feel it, don't you?
I'm feeling it.
You feel it tingles, don't it?
I'm feeling it all over my body.
No, I want to cover you up in all my love.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
what I
you.
want to do.
Now, and last and not least, well, let's get this thing started. There ain't no last to it. Ain't no more. So, Noah, you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Co-host.
I'm ready, but I don't think Noah's ready.
Oh, I'm definitely ready.
Now you sound ready.
All right, Noah, you ready? Co-host, you ready?
I'm ready.
Hold on. Go see.
Look over yonder, Noah. That's what we say in
put my top
Texas.
back on.
Hey, don't do that.
I haven't seen Goatsy smile like that in months, man. What are you doing? You put your top back on. Look what you did.
I'm sorry.
You hurt his
Goatsy's
feelings.
doing some soft shoe
Goats
over
and
here because he's
topless.
all excited.
Yeah.
Looking at the
And look at
bazungas.
you covered him up. He's all unhappy now. Goatsy was sorry. Don't go, Goatsy.
No,
All
I'm
right.
sorry, but goats and topless just doesn't work.
Okay, all right, Goatsy. You know what, Goatsy? I tell you what, if you play hard enough, maybe she'll like want to throw a top at you. Take a bra off. and,
She'll throw some Noah milk
I
your
know
way.
exactly. Maybe you can eat her milk. So, all right. Well, Goatsy is in here. He's gonna play hard for you to hopefully get you detopped again. So, Goatsy, if you're ready, no, are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
People, are you ready? Let's do this! Goatsy, play hard for it. Play with all your
Everything goes off. Everything goes off.
He's bringing out his butter churner. He's waiting for your milk now. He's gonna eat it.
You got him. You like got him doing an encore right here. Look at Ghost is still going. Look at that. He's gone, man.
Going wild on that butter churner.
All right, Ghost. All right. You just playing this thing. Look, he's going out of here.
Take your butter churner with you.
I don't know what happened to me.
All right. Yeah, I told you the power of Goatsy.
You guys have butter churners in Amsterdam, right?
Yes, we do.
I figured.
We also make cheese.
Yeah, I figured.
We're known for our cheese and cutting the cheese.
Yeah, it's tradition over there, right?
Yeah.
Oh man.
And little Dutch ovens.
There you go. That's what I thought.
Co-host.
Yes.
I'm scared for you to utter the word of another celebrity.
Oh,
let me tell you what happened.
I know what happened. I was there. I'm a witness.
No, you weren't there. No, you weren't there when we did this. Mm-hmm. When all the celebrities were dying, we're talking about Farrah Fawcett. What's his name?
Michael Jackson.
I was going to leave him for last. You just ruined my flow. Let me start over. Farrah Fawcett, Ed McMahon, Billy Mays,
Carl Malden, and
of
David
course
Carradine.
David Carradine, and of course Michael Jackson.
And Michael.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we ain't naming everybody. Shit. It's the point. Stop. Yeah. But anyway, all these people have died. We were like saying, okay, well, who could be next? And co-host over there says, well, Walter Cronkite ain't looking too good.
That was a joke. I thought he was already dead, to be honest.
I did too, actually. And sure enough, just like the Ring, 7 days later, co-host comes out of his television and kills Walter Cronkite.
There you go. He could have lived to be 93, but nope.
Walter Cronkite accidentally jumped on the spill page.
He said, "Oh, I guess it is time for me to go."
What is this little robot bastard?
The most trusted reporter in the whole wide world, and you had to ruin it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah, let me look up some stuff.
He was old.
Yeah, no,
it's not my fault. I didn't tell him the age.
Man, it is one of those things where Walter Cronkite is somebody who, now what was he, 92 when he died?
So 92, yeah.
Yeah, I think he was 92 when he died. So that when you're that old, man, it's like when you die, you can't really feel all that bad. It's kind of like, wow, man, you were known worldwide. I'm sure you was sitting pretty before you died. People taking care of you. I mean, it really is not that bad of a death when you get to it. It gets to a point where it's kind of like, all right, it's time for you to go. Yeah. I mean, we don't want we don't want people to leave. We love for everybody to stay and the people that we've grown up with and cherished. But really, I mean, I'm only saying this because I know if I ever live to be 92, if I live to be 90, God bless my miserable soul, I think at that point I'd be like, you know what? I'm ready to get out of here.
Yeah. It's time to go. Yeah. And I can only hope that the poor guy went out like Yoda. And just like just faded away inside his, the little light in his house, like just fades away. A nice little sad send off. That's what the guy deserved.
I think he was 92.
Yeah, he had to be 92 man.
Yeah. Oh wait a minute, look, it's him. He's standing there like, you know how like in Star Wars when they came back at the end of Return of the Jedi. It's Walter Cronkite right over here.
Oh my God!
See, look at him now. You're thinking, man, he's over here smiling at us. Yeah,
he's hanging out with that Hayden Christensen guy, the guy from the prequels.
And there's an Ewok playing the drums next to him. Don't boom.
Yub.
Man, I tell you, my favorite scene from Return of the Jedi is an Ewok. Even though I don't like the Ewoks, but Princess Leia gives one of the Ewoks some food.
Like a cracker.
It was wicked. It was wicked. Yeah. And he looks at it and he's like, yep. He's like, Gunda.
My favorite part of the Ewoks is that one scene where those two Ewoks are running and then they get shot at. And that one, you only see one of them get up and he goes to his friends like, oh my God, those poor who dares say that they hate the Ewoks? How can you hate the Ewoks? Come on, man.
Yeah,
those cute little bastards.
I know. They even
that guy's wise.
Do you remember the Ewoks cartoon?
Yes. Oh wait, okay. I remember the cartoon, but I also do you remember the TV movies
where those two kids landed on their planet?
Yeah,
and they got together with Wicked.
The Battle for Endor.
Yeah.
And then there was another one after that, which it wasn't that great, but I can't remember the name of that one.
Yeah, but, I only know two. I don't know that Battle for Endor movie.
Yeah,
and I know the Ewoks TV show. in which the Ewoks actually talked English.
Oh yeah, the animated show.
The animated
Right.
show. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched one episode and I was like, okay, I can't. I can't.
What the
I got to
fuck y'all
check out.
talking about?
See, these are the moments where I don't talk, and
She's like,
it's
yeah.
Keep quiet over
Yeah,
there.
you don't know nothing about Ewoks. Shut the fuck up. Only on this show can you go
Yes.
from Walter Cronkite
Yeah,
to the
the
Ewoks.
Ewoks.
There you
And
go.
treat Walter Cronkite like he ain't shit, but like, but the fucking Ewoks, boy.
Yeah, right?
Those motherfuckers were badass.
Walter Cronkite couldn't do this type of reporting.
no,
And he's over there looking at us like, I wouldn't want to. Nah, but Walter Cronkite, man, I mean, do you know how many generations grew up with this guy? And it's like, yeah, I'm going to miss him because he's just become sort of a staple of your life because you saw him so much. But yeah, really, I mean, God bless the guy. When he died, it's like, and see, a lot of people will say something like, well, how come Michael Jackson, who's just an entertainer, is getting more attention, and Walter Cronkite is a guy who actually gave back and was a credible reporter, and he was a scholar and an academic, and it's like, well, I mean, because he died naturally, he led a good life. All these like Farrah Fawcett and Billy Mays and Michael Jackson, they all died kind of short and tragic. I mean, it's like they I mean. Even Farrah Fawcett, I mean, she's probably the oldest, I think, out of all of them, except for Ed McMahon.
Probably.
Ed McMahon.
Ed McMahon was probably the oldest.
He was
the
Ed
oldest.
McMahon was. Ain't no
He
problem.
was the oldest, yeah.
But I'm talking about out of those that kind of died like short because Ed McMahon died, and you're kind of like, all right, Ed McMahon was up there,
no. David Carradine was also, but
and David Carradine, that was
Yeah, yeah.
but his
majorly
situation was kind
embarrassment.
of like,
Oh, that's
Yeah.
major tragic. Like,
Yeah, he went out the shittiest.
yeah. I mean, it's worse than Elvis. So,
I mean, do you think it was worse than anal cancer? The way he went out? That's what Farrah Fawcett had.
No, anytime, you find somebody in a wig and pantyhose, no, that's,
somebody killed you and
give
then
me
dressed
anal
you
cancer
up.
twice. Yeah, I don't want to be in the goddamn Bangkok newspaper with a pantyhose.
I know. You know what? Because I can see
and a wig on my head. Yeah,
you were right about that because I can see Farrah Fawcett looking over at David Carradine and be like, you know what? I had cancer. Yeah, it was a tragic death, but nobody dressed me up like a clown
Yeah.
before I died. This poor dude didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
He just fucking
yeah.
died.
My
Nobody
dick
dressed him
wasn't
up funny.
in a noose.
And that would be really weird if Farrah Fawcett had a dick
Farrah
in a
Fawcett
noose
said
and she died.
that would be very strange.
But no, all these people died. Either they died prematurely,
Right.
or they died tragically.
Yeah, the most recent deaths, it seemed like it's just been old age. I think a couple of people recently died.
The guy who just
the
wrote
artist, I can't.
Angela's Ashes.
Oh, okay.
Forgot his name. What's his name?
that's the one I wanted to say, but I totally
I'm
totally
not
blanking
familiar
out.
with him.
I was reading it today.
Yeah, I heard an interview with him today. Interesting guy, but I mean, he was up there.
Yeah.
Carl Malden.
Also up there.
It was up there. That guy.
Yeah.
This guy
But you
was.
didn't hear anything about that. He passed away about 2 weeks ago, or July 1st.
I think he was the head of the academy for a few years too. Carl Malden. Carl Malden used to be made fun of for years back in the 70s and 80s because he had a pretty memorable nose. He had like this big, bulbous nose.
Yeah.
And every time somebody did a skit about him, they put a prosthetic nose on. But he was in a lot of movies. He was in some of the movies I'm going to talk about. He was in. He was in a lot of Elia Kazan movies, like he on the waterfront. He was the preacher in that movie.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I know exactly who you're talking about now. Yeah.
Yeah. He's probably
He's
most
one of those
famous for
actors.
that.
Like I never remember his name, but when I see him, I know who he is.
He was always in these American Express commercials.
That's right.
Don't leave home without it.
Yeah.
That's
But
right.
he was also like over the Academy Awards for a while, the head of the Academy for a while, and he's one of those guys you thought like, man, he's been around so long, you forgot that he's probably still alive. When they said he was dead, see, there's some people you forget,
Yeah.
like
No,
you
but
thought
that's
that they
why-
were dead already, so you braced for it.
In the beginning, when I was trying to recall his name, I was talking to Corey about that, and I was like, he was the guy who was in what did I say?
You said it, whatever it was wrong.
Yeah, it was wrong, but
He was the guy
had-
smoking the bandit.
Yeah, but he had
the
such a
bandit.
general face.
He was
and-
Iceman. No, he wasn't.
the odd couple. I thought he was one
He
of
was
the
one-
odd.
Oh, Odd Couple. Yeah.
Oh, that's
but it's
right.
Odd Couple,
Walter
yeah.
Matthau was the Matthau who I
Walter Matthau.
Yeah. So, but
Yeah.
I kind of like mixed them up.
All right.
I'm trying to look up and see who the writer was that was that wrote that movie because I forgot his name. I wish I could remember
I'm going
his name.
with David.
I'm
going
yeah,
with
you
David.
going with anything. Yeah.
How about you?
His name was Johnny.
Yeah.
But
Richie. That's his name.
But yeah, no, Frank McCourt. I knew it was Frank. So Frank McCourt is the guy that died. See, there's some people that they just. I mean, Frank McCourt was a writer. He wasn't out there dancing and shit.
Right.
He wasn't. Not everybody knew who he was.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it was only a select few people who knew who he was. So I mean, I'm sorry. There's some people who make more of an impact socially than others, and it's not always a pleasant reality.
No,
but
it's not.
it is.
Hey, I've always thought it's crazy. How our society just holds these celebrities who act in stupid movies, and they hold them up on a pedestal where you have people who are like fighting all kinds of diseases. A bunch of scientists who you'll never know their name. If the cure for cancer ever came out, more than likely everyone will forget his name within a month.
They'll know the guy who wrote a song about it, but they won't know the guy, the guy that did it. No, it really is. And sometimes I understand it, and sometimes it does bother me. I mean, I see rock stars who are out there just fucking, basically fucking up.
Or just fuck ups,
just fuck ups. And then you got school teachers who can't get paid enough for like teaching your little bratty kids. I mean,
but they'll always make. They'll always make T-shirts of the fuck ups, but you'll never see a scientist George Costanza. Even though that would make a cool shirt. You'll never see that on a shirt.
No, we don't put on a pedestal the people that we should. The people who really. I mean, the closest thing I think that comes to that is like what Einstein and shit like that. Mother
Obviously,
Teresa.
And the only reason why anybody put his face on a goddamn show is because he had a cool ass hair.
He was a celebrity. He was in his time. He was a celebrity.
Yeah.
He liked to go out. He liked to be introduced to celebrities. He was part of the celebrity lifestyle.
Right. You know something? Maybe that's what needs to happen. I mean, maybe we need to have like scientists start like banging all kind of models and drinking all night long and shit and hanging out and coming home and discovering the cure for cancer.
Well, see, I was hoping Mr. Wizard would take care of that. I don't know if anybody remembers Mr. Wizard. I was hoping he'd be the next hip scientist, but shit, I don't even know. I don't even know if that guy's still alive or not. I think he's probably dead, actually.
Yes, he's one of those guys. We heard he died. We'd be like, well, we're prepared for that because we thought he was dead already. And ain't no signs bring his ass back. Too bad he can't make signs happen and make people remember who he is.
I remember. It's funny because I only remember the goofy ass scientist, Mr. Wizard, and that one guy who wears like a green lab coat and he has like the big like crazy ass black hair.
I get them mixed up, and he works with a rat, like a guy in a rat suit.
Yeah. Damn it.
Because they had two guys. They had Bill Nye the Science Guy, and then they had this other guy.
Yeah.
And Bill Nye the Science Guy. Now that guy, I think he's potential rock star material because I think he got busted like cheating on his wife or something. Mm-hmm.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, that motherfucker tried to make a potion and poof, I'm gone. Disappeared in a smoke cloud. Honey, watch this.
Yeah. I'm going to do some science in your vagina right now. But hey, we still got Beaker. I always thought he was a cool ass scientist. From the Muppet Show.
From the Muppet Show. You start crying.
He's fucking rock star material. Fuck, he has his own death metal band for crying out loud.
But he's got to be a Muppet, man. Yeah.
Have you seen that? You've seen that, right?
No, I saw the death metal.
The Beaker.
No, I didn't see the Beaker one. I saw the death metal Ernie and Bert.
Okay. That's a classic. Yeah, I think you were the first one to tell me about that. Where one, two,
a one and a two and a boom, chicka boom. There's somebody edited this video of Ernie and Bert, and they took a real segment from Sesame Street, but they edited to where it staggers when they're beating the drums so much that it looks like they're just banging the drums real hard in the middle of it, and then in the background you hear, and the Muppets.
It's just like this assault of blast beats from an actual drummer. And they sync it up to this Bert and Ernie, and it's fucking classic.
Oh, that's what it is. They stagger. Okay, because you do hear in the background the vocals.
I don't know if you hear vocals in that one. I think it's just blast beats.
Man, I heard. No, the one I had, it was like.
Okay, I'm sure somebody will put it up, but because you may be right. I think there are two versions of that floating out there. But have you seen the Cookie Monster video?
Which one?
Cookies, I will eat them up. Cookies. Cookies.
No, I haven't seen
fucking
that one.
A. That is okay. Goddamn, who did I see? Chig Champa. I think Chig Champa. There was a post where some guy was like, "Hey, who's your favorite death metal drummer?" And I put up Bert and Ernie, and Chig Champa put up this video somebody made of. It was a death metal song with the Cookie Monster doing this death metal song that's fucking badass. It's all about cookies. It's awesome.
Hey, anything with Cookie Monster, I love.
Yeah.
I got to see that.
Okay, it's going to be up. I guarantee you by the time this goes up, you're going to have like 3 different fucking people posting it. So.
Oh, well, yeah. No, I'm sure we will. Yeah.
And if they don't, I'll post it. I'll send it to you.
Because I love that. Muppets doing death metal, period, make me laugh.
It's
That Ernie
fucking
and Bert thing,
great.
because their eyes are big and everything's open. Their mouths are open. And in the version I heard, they were vocals. And when you heard them, their mouths are open, like,
Yeah.
It looks like they're really doing it. It really is almost scary. It's frightening.
Well, you need. I'll send you the Beaker death metal. It's Beaker playing with the actual Muppet band. I forget the guys. What's their name? Electric. The actual name of the Muppet band where Animal plays in them.
Dr. Teeth and
Dr. Teeth
and the Electric something.
Yeah,
band.
yeah.
You're right. I can't remember the name.
Yeah.
Of that.
Well, Beaker is on the mic, and the rest of the band, they're playing this death metal song with Beaker doing his death metal vocals. It fucking rules.
Love that.
Oh yeah,
I love.
No,
that.
you're missing out. You don't
Yeah,
get that
no,
kind
you
of
see what
stuff
you
in
see?
Amsterdam, right? You don't
We
get
have the
YouTube,
Muppet
right?
Show, but-
You don't
no,
get that.
we
right?
have no YouTube.
You guys
No.
have the internet?
Yes, we do.
Oh, that's
We
right.
just
Of course, you
recently-
That's how you got on.
yeah,
That's
we-
right. I
we
You
forget.
still have things that
Yeah.
they run off potatoes, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Potatoes provide electricity over there, right?
I assumed
we
everything.
just got the hot and cold running water.
Okay,
Yeah, and,
that's good
and
enough.
we moved the bathhouse inside now. so,
I assumed
yeah.
everything was like the Flintstones over there. You had an animal for each task.
And then
you know.
yeah, and
No,
then,
it's
and then
like
the little
a-
car that you have to
like
run.
a
No, it's like a Mad Max 3. Everything runs off of pig shit.
big shit.
Pig shit.
You guys are always having to deal with Master Blaster.
No, that's why she got kicked out.
Who runs bar to town?
No, who runs El Paso? Master Blaster runs El Paso.
I can't hear you. Louder.
Master Blaster runs El Paso. All right, I'm going. I'm coming back to Austin.
Okay. Anyway, what were we talking
Was
about?
mad at me?
Oh no! Oh, come on! Now we're just.
We'll show you Cookie Monster later. You'll be happy.
I like
yeah.
Grover.
What? Who do you
like
I like
bratwurst?
Grover.
Oh,
you
okay.
like? Oh, okay. You like Grover?
She likes Grover.
Yeah, I like
Oh, I thought you said like bratwurst.
I
Yeah,
like the
bratwurst.
Tin Man.
I stoopwurst.
Then I should show you the Jay-Z rap with Cookie Monster.
Oh, really?
They have 99 Problems with Cookie Monster.
Uh-huh.
They posted a long time ago, and of course, when I told people they should look it up, and I said, it's funny, you should see it, and of course I said, look, it's stupid,
Right.
and if you take it that way, it's funny. Of course, if one guy comes on, he's like, that's just dumb. I was like, what the fuck was I saying, man? Of course, all this shit is dumb, all right? But it's a guy. It was funny to me because they shot it like a real video, like in black and white.
Yeah.
And they don't try to overplay it with Cookie Monster. It's just a guy in a big Cookie Monster costume.
Yeah.
And it's like the guy just went out and shot a rap video, but not like one of those gangster rap videos. It's like one of those like kind of artsy rap videos.
So these guys put some work into it.
Yeah, and it's funny because the guy it's a guy who actually rapping like Cookie Monster.
Oh wow. Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
I need to see that. Yeah.
yeah.
I'll check it out.
They do some funny things. Like they got a part where they reverse the film and it looks like he's eating a cat, like a real cat.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Awesome.
Yeah, it's 99 Problems. Jay-Z's 99 Problems with Cookie Monster.
Okay, and of course we've all seen the Barney, Tupac, the classic.
Oh yeah,
Tupac, yeah,
Oh
yeah,
no, I've
yeah.
seen that. Oh yeah, and
Classic.
They've done a lot of funny things with Muppets and shit. I think they did "Fuck the Police" with Muppets.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. Anyway,
Nice.
but God bless Walter Cronkite.
Yes. He will be missed. He will
with
be
Ernie in a
missed.
bathtub.
Yeah, he was the best in his field.
Yeah.
I think he was a death metal
Best-
drummer.
Yeah,
at one
he
time.
was.
Yeah, he did it
that,
all.
Yeah, he did it on his spare time. Yeah.
Watch somebody make a video with him drumming. Walter Cronkite.
Death metal vocals.
That's metal.
Welcome to the news.
Kennedy
From
died.
beyond the grave.
Kennedy is still dead.
Man, dude, you remember when we were over at the Access television station?
Yeah.
Do you remember that dude Herman?
Herman.
Herman. I
Okay.
used to call him Herman the Vermin.
Oh, black guy, right?
The black dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
this man. Access
Oh, okay.
television.
Yeah.
Now, the time that we're gone, keep in mind, we've left Access Television. The moment we left and start bringing all this digital equipment and shit, get your hands off that
Right.
goddamn.
I'm sorry, I thought you liked it.
I do, but
wrong
it's not
pole.
as noisy. Yeah, when it's made out of meat, it's quieter.
Okay.
But no, it's look at that. Okay, but I'll take note. But no, man, like they got actual staff in there. They're
Right.
professional.
No.
Now, and they got all this digital equipment coming in.
Right.
People, when we were there, it was fucking tore down. I mean,
It was.
the equipment was from the 70s.
Tapes would get stuck. We'd have to get out like forks and knives to try to pull it out.
Like
of
before the show came on, we were
inch.
panicking.
Yeah.
Ross, we can't get the fucking tape out of the machine.
The mics were never working. Yeah.
No, mics were never working, man.
Yeah. You'd have to plug them into that shitty wall. And
And if that wasn't bad, and to top that off, now it leads up to a few other things. They had this guy Herman. I met Herman one time. Not one time, but the first time I met Herman, there used to be this guy worked the night shift over at Access. Everybody's records were there, and they should have been kept private. So, but this guy would look up your phone number, and without really knowing you, he'd call up and be like,
"That's right.
Hey man, I see you coming in tonight. Can you bring me something to eat?" I'm like, this is real. This guy Herman just called you up out the blue, and you'd be like, "What?" That's like, what do you mean? Bring you something to eat? Oh, you passed by Jack in the Box on the way here. You think you pick me up a hamburger or something? And the guy just was so bold with it, it threw you off. He'd be like, "Okay, I guess so."
The funny thing is, I always thought he only did that to you for some reason because maybe you're the only other black guy at the Access studio, and maybe there's some kind of black code where you can do that. This guy's cool. We always help each other. Always looking to help a brother out.
Looking out for a brother.
Yeah. so because didn't you have to like change his tire one time or help him change his tire, something crazy like that? Didn't he have like some car problems or something?
He was actually helping me out with my problem.
Oh, that's right.
Because it get to a point where he was asking me for money. Look, man, I saw him like maybe having problems,
right.
like he was like really financially strapped, and if somebody is really having a hard time, I'd be like, okay, this once or twice, you know.
Right.
But it kind of took me off guard because one time was for a hamburger. He called again, and he always be like, "Hey, Slick, things, it's tight, man. It's tight." I was like, "Okay, this is on the phone. It's tight. What do you mean? Okay, what's tight?
Yeah,
your ass? Are you trying to tell me something? Because I'm not.
Is Noah there? What's going on?
It's tight, man. Amsterdam is tight." But I was like, "Okay, what do you mean?" He's like, "Oh man, I gotta. Can you let me hold something for a little bit?"
Oh,
I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? It's cold, man.
All right, first you're saying something's tight. Now you
want to hold something.
Hold something. Hold on.
Yeah, what the fuck is going on here, man?
Yeah.
But then he was like, "Oh man, about like maybe $5-10. I'll get you back next time, man." It's like, okay, what's next time?
Right, exactly.
Next time is never.
Yeah.
So I did a couple of times, and then he started calling again over and over.
Right.
And it got to a point I was like, I went to talk to the president of Access because I was like,
I'm sorry, I laughed at that. Access has a president? Well, I didn't know that.
I'd like to talk to the mayor of Access Television, please.
Who's that? Bob? Is that fucking guy who always yelled at us?
Bob, yeah.
God damn it, guys! What the fuck? Who fucking wrapped up these cords like this? And I'd always look over at Corey without saying anything. This guy.
God damn it, he would be mad about that too. Used to be a guy named Bob. Used to work the equipment room.
Yeah.
And you could tell Bob just never thought his life would end up in the equipment room.
No,
at Access Television.
that was his fucking purgatory right there. I always thought Bob was dead. I always thought he was dead, and that was his purgatory.
He wasn't even alive. He was like a ghost.
Yeah. He was trapped in between worlds. Yeah.
He's trapped. Hell for him was the equipment room at Access.
Yeah.
Your punishment will be to serve the mortals who ask for Access Cablevision equiment.
Whenever you told me to go ask Bob for something,
you dreaded
right after I turned around, I'd always say, "Fuck."
I know. Shit. Because I didn't want to do it. Because that dude be mad, man. I mean, you would ask him to do things that he should be doing.
Yeah.
And really, he'd be just pissed.
Oh, no. Every time I walked back there, it was either to get another cord. He's like, "God damn it. Corey's supposed to sign up for this shit." And I'd always agree with him. "Yeah, you're right. That Corey, I'll tell you what."
Look at him. Just selling me out, man.
The
I
blacks.
tried to tell him.
Yeah.
But you know how Negroes are.
I agree, Bob.
Hey, Bob. And you might want to count how many cords you put out because he might try to run off.
Yeah, exactly.
You know how black people are around equipment.
I think I saw him trying to steal some tape.
Yeah. Hey, Corey driving
Scotch tape.
He's driving a van now. He never drove a van before.
Yeah.
You know that a van means they need to pile shit up and sell it. I just watch it if I. That's all I'm saying. From one white robot to another van. You know us nice white people are together. But Bob would be mad at other people and take it out on me. Like, because there was some crazy people down there at Access. Because they had that one woman who used to come in with her twin brothers.
Oh, yeah. The family who invented 3D television.
Yes.
Yeah.
People, no shit. There were some real gems down there.
Oh, yeah.
Some real
There was some
doozies.
characters and a half.
It was people that had no business being there. It was a woman. A woman who, and she, you could tell and I hate to talk about it like this. I hope she never listens to this, but do you remember Mommy, not Mommy Dearest, but whatever happened to Baby Jane?
Yes.
The one with too much makeup on.
The crazy looking broad.
Yeah, she put up that much makeup.
Yeah.
And you think, wow, she's kind of up there, but then she bring her mother in, and then she had these two brothers that were twins, and they came from money. But the brothers invented something for a 3D camera for NASA that led to like 3D technology, recent 3D technology. Yeah. No shit, people.
Yeah, the shitty 3D shit that you see during the Super Bowl, like way back in the day. That technology was built by these guys.
Yes, and then they did something for NASA, and I didn't believe them for a while until they had a videotape from Jonathan Frakes from Star Trek: The Next Generation. And Jonathan Frakes came out talking about this technology that they invented. This woman what this woman would do is she would go on her whole show would be to play the keyboard, dress up and kind of be like Marilyn Monroe, and have her mother and her brothers dance in the background where they had all these blue screen and strobe effects going on.
And granted, they wore outfits like the chicks from Coffee Talk on SNL.
Yeah,
like like the gaudy big like sweaters, and wearing like the big chains, the chain necklaces.
And she would always start off her show like every other show like, "Happy birthday, Mr. President."
I know. And I was just like, wow, this is fucking priceless.
Yeah,
it's insane. You'd be scared to be in the same room with them. But
I think I can find a video of this and put it up because people, you got to see it to believe it. And then she would have other people just join in on the show and they just dance in the background.
And the funny thing is, her brothers, these guys are twins, granted, but they had this kind of, I thought they had like this weird Elvis kind of.
They did. They would come in
fixation.
wearing Elvis outfits.
Yeah.
And shades.
Yeah. Okay.
I think they even made a video where they drove up in a limousine and came to enter the access
and
station.
Granted, these guys, both these guys had to have been bald because they wore the worst Elvis
the exact
wigs.
Same wig.
Yeah,
too.
The exact same wig.
Like
the same. It was creepy. And they didn't even try to hide the fact it was a wig. It was obviously a wig.
And so after she got through doing her Marilyn Monroe thing, she would just make up shit. She would just play the keyboard, make up a melody, and then it's like the Jonathan Frakes video. She showed it, and she no shit, people. She did this. Jonathan Frakes, here comes Jonathan Frakes. It was like, what the fuck is wrong with this family,
insane,
man?
Yes.
Oh, dancing for the Lord, we're dancing. And she had all these people just in the background, like everybody just dancing. You're like, yeah.
I was like, man, this should be like the next movie plot for like one of Rob Zombie's next films. It's insane.
Yeah, these people could be killers.
Yeah, they could be making barbecue.
And they went everywhere together. And I was talking about Jack in the Box. Again, I know people, you think we're making this shit up, but I was in the drive-thru at Jack in the Box one day. No lie, I drove by the window. That family was sitting in there inside all together eating fucking Jack in the Box. All together.
I caught them at a Denny's one time.
All together.
And they were all together. Yes. Oh my God. I think they were all joined at the hip. But it was freaky. And the thing is, they knew who I was. So I was with some friends, and I was like, "Please, God, I don't want any of them to recognize me. Please." I mean, they were nice, sweet people, but they were like, just. Hey, it was like, if they were to come over the table, it's like the fucking Barnum and Bailey circus come to the table.
Yes.
I mean,
it's some shit you just didn't
it's
want
a
to deal
spectacle.
with.
Wherever they go, it's a spectacle.
Yeah, it's just some weird shit you just don't want to be known for in public. I mean, it's weird enough seeing it in its element, you know.
Granted, we had Alex Jones to
and Alex Jones was there. Yeah, except Alex Jones is cool.
He
met him on the side, you know.
Alex Jones was great. I always saw Alex when we were going in there setting up. And of course, Alex he was a fucking hardcore fan of Star Wars. So every time I saw him, he would do every Star Wars impression you can think of. He's like, co-host, coming in to set up for the show.
I know.
Are you?
Yeah, because he would do that. He would do that for me. He'd be like, hey Corey, can I get some? If you ever get any clips from Star Wars stuff, let me have it because I can use it for my show. You know, because I'm talking about the government being the evil empire,
The New World Order.
they're just like the empire from Star Wars. And I was like, all right, man, him backing out the room. But you know what, Alex, he came out a few times when we were hanging out at Opal Divine. I mean, people think Alex Jones is crazy on the side. He was just a cool guy, man.
He was a cool guy. He was almost like he was a different guy. He
was a way different guy.
Yeah, he was mellow and he wasn't as crazy. Now, granted, if you got him into talking about
he was
the
into
conspiracy and stuff, he'd get really energetic.
Alex Jones
about
is a conspiracy guy. He's pretty famous now. I mean, he's known.
Very, passionate about it.
Oh yeah, I mean,
you guys know about him in Amsterdam.
I like to listen and watch those type of shows.
I think he still has his radio show.
He still has his radio show, and Alex Jones was. I tell you what, man.
He's on YouTube. He has his own. Channel,
is it Infowars.com?
Infowars. Yeah, Alex Jones. I mean, look. I always admired Alex Jones because when I first met him, I thought it was an act.
Yeah.
And then, he's not doing this for fame and money. He really believes in what he's doing.
Yeah.
He really wants to fight whatever he feels like is out there that's wrong.
Right.
If you like something like that and you like something more mellow and more down to earth, I would suggest No Agenda by Adam Curry and John C. Dvorak.
But they're crazy.
No, they're not.
They're the ones that talked about Michael Jackson was killed by the aliens.
But that's Adam. Adam is like the Alex Jones of the team, and John C. Dvorak is more of science.
Adam Curry. I'm like
MTV.
From MTV.
That's the guy from
VJ.
MTV.
Yeah,
He pretty much he's the godfather of podcasting. He invented that term, podcasting.
No shit.
Yeah, he was
I had
no
idea.
on top of the internet before people. But most people thought that internet wouldn't take off.
See, you learn something new every day here.
Look at this.
Yeah,
Look
let's
at
do
this.
this.
Yeah,
And if you see, that wouldn't have even have come up from Noah wasn't here.
No.
How dare you talk about Noah? But you know something? Because that crazy woman, like I would go try to get wires, and that woman would have just like got in there before me, and Bob would be in the. I could hear him talking stuff before I got there. He was fucking crazy, fucking broad in here, calling asking for all these fucking goddamn things, and about a bunch of crazy fucking people, and I just like, man, oh god, I had to go in there like. Hey Bob, can I get one other microphone, huh? One other goddamn microphone here. Take it. You got too many fucking people in there. You and that fucking crazy broad there got too many fucking people in the studio in the first place. It's like, Jesus, man, I just want a microphone.
You would shove those fucking microphones in those duffel bags like you didn't believe.
Yeah, that dude was mad. I mean, you really...
that guy would turn red. I mean, shit.
He was pissed.
Yeah, he looked like a Looney Tunes
Because see, he used to be in a rock band.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know this. Are you serious?
I think he used to play with the 13th floor elevators and the Austin Lounge Lizards.
Quiet Riot.
Quiet Riot. Yeah, he was part of Rat. I think he went on tour with Michael Jackson.
He's one of the original members of Motley Crue. Damn.
I had to get rid of somebody.
He's too old.
He's the sixth Beatle. And so I think Bob envisioned himself actually being a musician. Reality kicked in, had to pay some bills, had to go get a job, and guess what his job was? Getting fucking wires for me.
Yeah.
That crazy woman in here
For a bunch of idiots trying to do
trying to do fake television.
Yeah. Bullshit television.
But you know what? I remember some days, because I think he was bipolar. Because some days he'd be happy.
Oh, no, yeah.
He'd be really, because he'd admire what we did. He's like, you know what, you guys are the only few people here trying to do anything worth a damn.
Right.
You guys are actually doing a good thing. I'm not helping you out.
I always remember the days when I went in there dreading to go in there to ask for something.
He'd be happy.
And as soon as I'm like, Bob, I need a couple more mics.
Hey, co-host.
Hey, co-host, my good friend.
How you doing, buddy?
Come in here. Come on in here. Open up that door. Come on in, buddy. And I'm like, holy Jesus. It's like I was granted access into the Willy Wonka chocolate factory. I'm like, oh, such magic in here. But there wasn't no magic.
One time
there wasn't any magic.
Pissed on myself because I was so relieved he wasn't going to yell at me.
Yeah.
Like trying to go talk to your father,
Exactly.
So he'd be pissed off, but he wasn't nearly as bad as I'd take being yelled at him all day instead of being called by fucking Herman the Vermin, man. That dude would, finally he kept calling me because he'd always be like, and it was always saying, hey, Slick, it's like, hey, man, and he even told me one time, he got me one time where I gave him some money. I was like, man, you always asking me for fucking money. I mean, what's the deal, man? I was like, look, I want to help you out. I mean, what do you need money for? It's like, man, hey, look, I'll be honest with you, man. If I don't get anything from you, I got to go to a loan shark. I'm like, fuck, fuck? Yeah, really? And even when you don't believe me, you're like, okay, this guy's going, if I found out he was in a ditch somewhere, I'd be like, and his daughter was always having like, I think she had 3 different kids.
I was about to say he had a daughter she was always having fucking problems too, right?
Yeah, she like, well, another baby.
Yeah,
and I was like, Herman, like, why don't you fucking? I mean, she's in her 20s. Why don't you like tell her to go out and get a job and go get her own place?
Fucking,
because that's what he needed. Yeah,
duct tape her vagina or something.
Yeah. No, staple that shit. Duct tape her vagina.
Jesus.
And I said, man, why don't you fucking, put her out like because that's what you're doing. You're taking care of all her kids. You're like, oh man, you can't put your babies out like that. It's like, okay, whatever, man. Well. But I finally went to the president of Access, and yes, there's the president. Like the counselor, right. like president of a company.
Yes,
I went to the king of Access. The guy sat up there on a throne with a crown.
Yeah, he's hanging out with the king of cartoons.
Please, sire, I would like to ask a request from you. Would you please have this Negro quit calling me?
But he'd come out and go, let the Access show begin.
What is your request, my noble whatever? But no, I went and talked to the president of Access, and I don't mind saying this guy's name. I wish I wish I could remember. I wish because this guy was a fucking straight up asshole. I wish I could see him. Yeah. No, I can tell you stories about
for what,
this
to
guy.
beat him up?
No, just to really tell him to his face, man. You really want to work the damn when you were there.
To tell him, fuck your thoughts.
George.
Wait, do I know it?
Villa Cruz or something like that. Villa Vega or something like. But anyway, he wasn't. And I'll tell you why he wasn't worth shit. First of all, I said, this is a business,
right.
George, and I think the way a business is supposed to be run is a lot of information is supposed to be kept private.
Right.
You have somebody at the front desk who's taking numbers. I know he's not just doing this to me. He's calling people and asking them for money. I said, what can we do about this? And he's like, well, tell him to stop. I mean, this is a guy who's like supposed to.
That's what he told you.
And I'm like, are you serious? Yeah. I said, tell him to stop. And he's like, yeah. I mean, if he's bothering you, just tell him don't do it anymore. I was like, but what about him encroaching on people's privacy and everything? I mean, he's like, look, you just change your number. I tell him that. I was like, are you serious? I mean, this guy was giving me every excuse not to do anything.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, why did this guy never do anything? And it came known in the newspaper that he embezzled a sum of at least $30,000 from Access.
Oh, no shit.
That's like, no wonder you didn't raise a flag because you were taking money.
Yeah.
He was supposed to go to jail, but something happened where he went to court and I don't know. I don't think he went to jail
or something. Yeah.
But he ended up like driving buses around town. I was actually thinking about taking the bus so I could just see him and just because really
spit in his face.
This is one guy.
Pee in his face. That's what I would do.
Yeah. No, this is one guy that really, if you saw him, I mean, you wouldn't start shit with him, but you just kind of laugh and be like, wow, man, you really weren't shit, were you? You a real piece of work, man. You're a fucker.
I tell him, take my ass to 5th in Congress. Move this bus, bitch.
It'd be one of those things where you would sit on the bus and you'd be like, you know what? This is the guy that embezzled $30,000. He's driving a fucking bus. Hey, you gonna take some money from the bus? I tell you what, why don't you just pull out our wallets and take money from us right now, man? Because you didn't do shit when you had Access. I mean, really, I wish, and I have nothing about like, if I actually had like a show where like the whole world was listening. This is the first guy on my list. I'd be like, this motherfucker right here.
Yeah, you'd put up a picture of him,
and then he sues you for slander, and then at the end,
he ain't suing nobody. Trust me,
he ain't got no money. He's driving a bus.
Yeah, well, what he owes and shit, he ain't suing nobody. He gonna sit up there and take it like a fucking asshole should. But yeah, so Access was some crazy shit, man.
It was crazy, but it was fun. Mm-hmm. It was good times.
Yeah, I worked for local television.
Yes. Oh, it was some good times. It was some good times over there. Mm-hmm. What movies did you have? I've been talking to someone. What movies did you have you want to recommend?
Okay, I saw Green Lantern, the new animated movie.
Oh, the animated one. How is that?
Yeah. It was pretty good. It's granted it's nothing like what you've been reading in these comics lately, but of course they take some ideas as far as they have the Sinestro in it, of course, dressed up.
I don't know.
Okay, have you been reading the you know who Sinestro is, right? He's Green Lantern's main bad guy. He's the guy who he's in that.
I don't read
purple,
Green Lantern that much.
He's in that weird purple
only thing I can
suit
tell you about Green Lantern is when you say Green
Sinestro.
suit, that dude. Okay,
yeah.
All I know about Green Lantern right now is that you have like 3 different Green Lanterns fighting each other. You got the red ones, the yellow ones, and the green ones.
Right. Well, that's all you need to know.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, in this movie, it's basically a Green Lantern version of Training Day, where Sinestro,
Denzel Washington takes him around.
Yeah. Well, Sinestro in the movie Sinestro actually used to be a Green Lantern. until he kind of took Hal Jordan under his wing. Hal Jordan is the Green Lantern. Yeah, he's a test
Ryan
pilot.
Reynolds is slated to play him.
He is, yes. He basically realizes that Sinestro, he's on his home planet. He's kind of running a dictatorship, and he thinks it's wrong. And of course, the Guardians tell him, "Hey, you're getting a little too crazy." And you find out that Sinestro actually has a plot to wanting to basically destroy the Green Lantern Corps because he doesn't feel like it could be the dictatorship it needs to be, which is controlling the universe.
Well, did you see the Wonder Woman?
I did see the Wonder Woman.
DVD?
Yeah.
I know you love that one, right?
You know what? I liked it. I didn't love it. It wasn't like the greatest DC, but it was a fun movie.
That's what I thought. For DVD, it was fun to watch.
It was a fun movie.
I didn't think it was great, but I thought DVD.
Yeah.
This is a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun. Yeah, no, I want to say it's one of my favorite DC animated films, but it's a good one to watch.
So how would you compare Green Lantern to that Wonder Woman?
This Green Lantern, I love it. It's actually really good. Like I said, I did enjoy the whole story arc where it's a condensed version. It's its own self-contained film. Mm-hmm. It really it kind of picks some things up here and there from the comic book, but it's not loyal to the whole
doesn't follow
the whole arc of what's going on. Yeah. But it is an entertaining film. It's definitely violent. It's a PG-13 film. It's violent.
Like Wonder Woman was because that was PG-13.
And that was violent as well. It's pretty fast-paced, and they get you into the story pretty quick. And it's a space story. So it's just like it's like Training Day in space basically. And the animation's great. It's a good story. I don't want to spoil it.
Sestro,
huh?
What is Sestro? Does
Sinestro?
Sinestro, does he ever stop and say, Galactus ain't got shit on me?
Nothing too crazy like that. But it was an enjoyable
Hal
film.
Jordan looks over at him like, what did you do to me?
Yeah.
And then it's Sinestro looking at him. You on PCP?
The cat,
pedo. Did you ever see Training Day?
That'll be the sequel.
Oh, yeah.
But no, the voice casting was great.
Who plays Hal Jordan?
The guy. Okay, now the guy who's in Law and Order, Special Victims Unit.
Oh,
the main guy. I can't remember that guy's name.
I know who you're talking about. Because I always had him mixed up with another actor for a long time.
And Michael,
he was also in Oz too, wasn't he?
I think he was. Yeah. And he played Freak Show in Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. He was good. Michael Madsen from Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah, Michael Madsen.
Yeah, he plays Kilowog.
I think Michael Madsen even did a voice in the Wonder Woman deal, didn't he?
He probably did. So. Yeah, he probably did. But it's as far as an animated film, it's a pretty straightforward flick. Like I said, good storyline. It gets you in and out. So,
is it called First Flight?
Yeah, it's called First Flight. Yeah, and they're actually going to be
Christopher Maloney.
Yeah,
is that the guy?
Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, but it's going to be showing at Comic-Con, so just go check it out.
Maybe I'll check it out, man.
Yeah.
I'll Christopher Maloney. That's who you think.
Yeah, it's pretty kick-ass. So,
what else did you see?
There's this film called Splinter. Me and Hy checked it out. Yeah, Hy was like,
tell me about this. We'll cut the air conditioner.
Okay. No. Let me tell you about Splinter. No, are you familiar with John Carpenter's?
I'm mostly because I don't want to interrupt him. I need water.
Sparkling or fresh?
No, get the bottle of sparkling, please.
No, let me tell you all about Splinter.
Yes, please. Tell me about Splinter.
Corey's out of the room.
Yeah, okay.
So
what do you want to know?
Anything about Corey the audience should know as far as his sleeping habits or any embarrassing things like that?
He barely sleeps.
Does he piss all over the toilet?
No, he's okay.
Because I've heard that from the other guys I hear, usually they end up walking barefoot.
No, Splinter was amazing. You should repeat what you said about Splinter because I think
No, it was good.
All right.
No,
I want to see it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Share? I didn't know you were going to bring that.
Yeah.
I mean, ain't that?
See,
sorry.
I'll let you guys get situated.
Sorry, Cole.
He's bringing sake.
You said you wanted water, so I brought
and then
water.
Brought sake, and it's like
you did you? Cole, she was here. What did she say to bring her back?
Yeah, water.
I heard water.
Yeah, you go. You didn't say sake.
No, but you bring it with you.
Right, goddamn it.
Give me a sip. Thank
Fucking
you.
lush.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
pot meet kettle, kettle meet pot.
No, I'm a drunk, not a lush. I'm a drunken bastard.
En dan ga je.
Yeah, man. Ik ben vergeten to you. She's talking that shit from Enemy Mind to me.
Oh no! I saw that on DVD. They have that on it's a double disc with Alien Nation.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, which I hear they're gonna remake soon.
They
so.
should. That's one.
Yeah.
That the Alien Nation is one movie that they didn't do everything they could with that story.
No,
it
you're
was
right,
A great
yeah.
concept, and it went off into like a typical police drama.
It did. It was. I remember just thinking it was pretty boring.
It was boring.
Yeah.
Alien Nation with who directed that?
I don't even know who directed
I know James
that.
Caan was in it.
Yeah.
And Mandy Patinkin,
Yeah.
as the alien,
Yeah.
had some cool concepts in there because when you saw it, it's like the aliens have come down. It looks like okay, it looks like that movie should have been that's getting it right now.
Yeah.
Take a guess.
Oh, District 9?
District 9, yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
District 9 is the movie that we want to see Alien Nation be.
Exactly.
But I thought it was a James Cameron movie. But,
No.
but it's
no,
not.
No
Okay.
way, no. But
I'm sorry, go ahead. So
no, but Splinter, yeah, Hy was telling me about this flick, and he was like, dude, you got to check this out. So I went over, we were watching it, and it started off real good. It sets up the tension real quick. You realize there's this weird creature that it looks like at the beginning of the film. You see this creature looks somewhat like a dog. It actually reminded me of the dog from The Thing, where the dog is the scene in the dog shed where the
with
thing
the
is
tentacles
attacking,
and
and you
shit,
see
yeah.
like that skinless dog. It kind of looked like that, and it had like these spikes coming out, and it grabbed onto this kid who worked at this gas station. But as soon as that beginning scene opens, I mean, you're automatically sucked in. You're like, oh fuck,
Yeah,
what
you're
the hell
hooked.
is that? So basically, you run into this group, these two different groups of people.
Mm-hmm.
You find out their story. I don't want to spoil it too much, but basically, they all get they end up in this gas station, and of course, a girl finds the guy who was attacked in the bathroom in the bathroom on the outside of the building, and this guy is all fucked up. His body starts to contort into these fucked up misshaped like positions and starts walking after her.
So it's an alien parasite.
And it is, yeah. And then you find out it is an alien parasite, and whenever like I say, a limb falls off,
It turns into another.
you start seeing like these weird tentacles try to latch on to other parts, any other body parts around, and it will consume and it will become part of this giant moving like human mass.
Jesus, man.
And it's real creepy.
Damn.
It's very much in the vein of The Thing, but it's basically a standoff with these people inside this gas station.
So I heard like you have a guy who tries to rob a gas station,
Right.
and then there's an innocent couple in there,
Right.
and because they're trapped in there with this third party, which is an alien
Right.
parasite, then the two guys have to work together.
Yeah, pretty much.
just
Yeah,
to get
which
out of there.
I don't want to spoil anything because that's kind of the whole. You're figuring out who these people are at the very beginning.
Okay,
but,
all right.
It's
Because I saw a
it's pretty
trailer
cool.
where they showed all that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't see a trailer or anything. I don't even know when this came out, but
I didn't think it was even out yet.
It was pretty. Yeah, that's Hy showed it to me, so I'm not so sure if you can even rent it yet. But it was it blew me away. Granted, there was a corny scene at the end, but it doesn't take too much away from the movie. But other than that, great setup, great premise, and it obviously looks like it could spawn off a sequel. But check it out. It's called Splinter.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to checking that out. No, I wanted to see it ever since I saw the trailer for it. So
Yeah.
you were talking about Carl Malden.
Yeah.
And I got on this kick of wanting to see these Ilya Kazan movies. Carl Malden was in one movie that I'd never seen, and then I want to see this other movie that Ilya Kazan. Now Ilya Kazan is a director from. He's done. I mean, he's dead now. He died not too long ago.
He was truly an actor's director. I mean, there are directors who are specific in telling a storyline.
Right.
And he was also an acting coach. He was an acting coach and a director.
He was a writer too. Yeah.
So he really knew how to pull out the best out of actors.
But he's kind of villainized because during the McCarthy hearings, it is said that he sold out a lot of people to save his career. And you should look at the Academy Awards because when he was giving when he was given an honorary award.
Isn't that when they didn't applaud?
It was some people applauded and some people refused to stand up to him
Yeah.
because he ruined. It said that he ruined a lot of careers.
Yeah.
A lot of people argued for him, saying that he was doing what he had to do. Some other people said, you should have had a little more integrity.
He didn't have to do what he did.
And you didn't have to do it. I'm kind of siding with the people that say he didn't have to do what he did.
Yeah.
Because a few other people did the same. But like the two things are memorable. You had Robert De Niro get up and like pretty much bring him out on stage. It was funny because Robert De Niro had a fucked up haircut when he was doing Rocky and Bullwinkle, but he brought Elia Kazan out on stage because he loved this guy.
Yeah.
Because as you said, he was an actor's director.
Yeah.
You're right about that. And then they cut the people in the crowd. And what I remember the most is Nick Nolte.
Yeah,
just
I wanted to
sitting
say
there.
that he was like he could
Yeah.
like if looks could kill, he was just.
Yeah.
And you know who they should have brought up there? Kirk Douglas. Kirk Douglas at that time gave most of the writers that got blacklisted because of the McCarthy hearing. He gave them jobs, and but they had to do it on their anonymous
I don't think
names.
he's very fond of Elia Kazan.
No,
either.
no. Kirk Douglas. If you read his books, it's
No, I really don't. Really, as far as a person, he's not one of my favorite people in Hollywood. Like as far as Hollywood legends go and icons, but the guy made some kick-ass movies, man. And he made a movie with Andy Griffith called "A Face in the Crowd," and it is okay. We know Andy Griffith from. Hey, I'm the sheriff of Mayberry. How you doing?
He's a goofy guy.
Yeah, he's real calm and mellow. He's like, whenever there's trouble in Mayberry, he's always calming everybody down and getting everybody together. In this movie, he is fucking insane.
Yeah,
he's just a hick, and he plays this guy who's given the nickname Lonesome Road when this woman comes in who works for like a small newspaper. She wants to do a story on some people in the jail. This guy's in jail because he's just a bum and doesn't want to work. And it's full. So she wakes him up from being drunk and he's just like, "Oh, girl, I'm just a country boy, but if you want to hear a song, I'll play you a song. Oh, yeah. And he goes nuts. And she's like, and so she tries to ask him his name. He doesn't want to give the name. She's like, "Oh, yeah, I'll give you a name, Lonesome Road." So then it catches on. And pretty much, okay, the story is just about a guy who started out with noble aspirations because everybody wants to make him something bigger. And because he has such a great personality, all these people keep wanting to like make him go higher and higher. Like he starts getting popular locally, and then these people hear him in Nashville and they're like, boy, we bring you on the station, we could sell products with you, and they make him a big star. And of course it's one of those things where he becomes so big and it's kind of against the establishment, but he becomes a part of it, and of course becomes an asshole at the end of the movie, and everybody hates him and he's left with nothing. He could become so powerful that he's out there giving political advice to people who are running for certain positions in government, but the movie is crazy because throughout the whole movie he is like the white Samuel Jackson. Everything he says he has to yell. You're like, "I say the twirling the baton twirling champion of bullshit county is this gal over here. Girl, you so good you make a guy drown in whiskey and drink himself to dry water." That kind of thing. Yeah, and that's the way he does.
Did you memorize that whole line?
Yeah, man, yeah. Well, I said it wrong, but that's what he does the whole movie. I mean, and there's a scene, and you got to get the movie for this one scene at the end where he's. Pretty much everyone's abandoned him. Because he's talked so much shit about the people who look up to him. Yeah, they found out his true colors, and he's all alone in his this big banquet hall by himself. He's there by himself with all these black butlers, and he's losing his mind because nobody's there to listen to him anymore, to applaud him, and so he's like telling, "I'm going to be back. You watch and see. I'm coming back. People are going to love me again. They're going to love me." And he grabs this one old black butler. He's like, "You love me, don't you? You love me. What's your name? What's your name?" The guy and the old guy's like, "Francis." He's like, "Francis, you love me, don't you?" And he hugs him. And then he's like, just pushes him up. Get out, you black monkey suits. Get out.
Damn. You black monkey suits?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, he tells them all to get the fuck out. Yeah, and man, really, it is.
So this is Andy, okay? Because they're at the beginning, okay? Because I said he was goofy, and I was like, I'm thinking of Don Knotts.
No.
So you telling this story, I'm thinking it's Don Knotts doing this.
No.
Yo, black monkey.
No, Ilya Kazan, 1957, A Face in the Crowd, man. If I could, I'm gonna make a copy of that DVD or buy it or something because I had.
Did it just come out or something?
I just wanted to rent it one day and I just.
You just never. Okay.
I just never saw it. I wanted to get it because I wanted to rent this other movie that Leon kept trying to get me to see. And I've only seen in parts because another Ilya Kazan movie that was I think it was banned. And you can see why. Now this is the one with Carl Malden. This is made in 1956. It was
damn, going back.
I'm going way back.
Old motherfuckers.
Exactly. Shit. Back when they did shit right. No, you know what I'm saying?
Yep, that's me.
Yeah, she's like, oh whatever.
No, I love those movies.
Yeah.
But it's a movie called Baby Doll, man, and it is
Baby Doll.
You can see why it's banned because there are a few racial things in there, but more than that, the sex in the movie is pretty heavy. I mean, when I say heavy, like it's hinted at very heavy because it's basically about a guy who has an agreement with a young girl who won't give him any sex. Pretty much. If I was to talk slang to my friends, I was like, won't give me any pussy. That's pretty much what it is because I forgot who the girl is in the movie, but she's called Baby Doll. And Carl Malden is like way older than she is. And in the beginning of the movie, he's like, "Oh no, Baby Doll, our agreement." And he's just frustrated because he's got a hard on. He's got blue balls. He hasn't been able to do anything with it yet. Baby Doll, come tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know what's gonna happen. And she's like, "We'll see. My father said you promised me this piece of land. If you ain't got it, you don't get a thing." And there's even a part where he catches her in the bathtub and he's peeping through the hole. He's looking, and you see him kind of sneaking to the bathroom. You just splash. You're like, "Get off me! I told you you're not getting anything." And then it cuts to him. He's all wet.
Okay.
But
all right.
Eli Wallach comes in, and
I don't know who that is.
He's okay. I'll give you a hint. Blondie. Clint Eastwood.
Oh.
Going somewhere, Blondie.
Oh,
Eli
okay,
Wallach.
okay.
He's the ugly and the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah. Okay. No shit. All right.
Yeah. He comes in because he knows that this guy that Carl Malden plays has burned down one of his factories. So he's a real smooth guy, like real smooth. He's and the movie's Italian, so he comes in. He's like, I'm just gonna fuck with Carl Malden. So he comes in charming this girl who, at a moment, is probably ready to drop those draws for him. And it just burns Carl Malden up to see that this guy's going places that he couldn't get with this girl. So
right.
And then there's racial shit in there, like the girl comes up to see Carl Malden at this oil factory he's in, and he's like, "I thought I told you never walk in here when those niggers working," and all that kind of stuff. It's a very edgy movie for its time. And I highly recommend if you're into old movies. These are two of the best because they're both controversial, and one gives you a side of an actor that you probably never see, and the other is just giving you a side of Hollywood that was kind of covered up that people were trying to make back then, but they couldn't. So
they call it like calling black people colored and Negroes.
I think that was just the language of the time.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The sex was a thing that was mostly the reason why it got banned, because it's obvious that this guy, from the moment the movie starts, he's mad because he can't fuck. That's it.
Which I'm sure, like, if we watch the sex now, it looked like,
it's
the Wizard of Oz. It'd be
it's a PG movie if we watch it now. It's nothing. But back then, people would be like, I can't take this horny motherfucker any longer.
I don't know. When did the censorship start? Because I remember that I have an old D.W. Griffin movie where there's topless in there.
But you're probably thinking about D.W. Griffith. D.W. Griffith it was a silent movie?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but before all these censorship measures came in, someone like D.W. Griffith and people like him, I think, were getting away with more at the time.
Yeah.
I mean, because that was the early time of film too. Yeah. I mean, think about that period, like the internet right now.
Yeah.
So
did you find one of your great grandfather's stag movies? Is that are you sure it was D.W. Griffin?
I'm trying to think. It's something with the storm and the twin storm or something. It's about two twin girls who get orphaned and end up in this orgy of
with the donkey and the chambermaid. I have that.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, that's the one that I.
Well, let's look and see if we can find that because I want to rent this. You know, it's funny because you look at girls who were hot back then, and you're like, wow, that little girl is hot. And you think, like,
Yeah.
she's 80 years old now.
Or dead.
Or dead, yeah.
Yeah, but it's okay to fantasize about it.
I do. Don't worry about
It
that.
is.
Shit, I look at somebody, like, I was looking at pictures of Elizabeth Taylor.
Elizabeth
Back
Taylor.
then, and the lavender color eyes, and it's just
Oh, man, Elizabeth Taylor was fucking fine as hell back then.
Really?
even
I never-
way into her 50s. There's a
Yeah.
picture out there where they took a picture of her of 1956, and then and then it was 1986.
Really?
Same pose, same makeup, and barely a wrinkle.
Yeah.
She never
See?
did anything for me. I never thought she was attractive.
You should look at some, because even I was
No, I've
thinking-
seen him. No, I've seen him.
Have you seen him on
I've
the
seen the
internet?
pictures. Yeah, and I just don't think she's
Have you seen
hot.
the one with her and the donkey? Have you seen that one?
No, no, I don't.
And a midget and a trampoline.
And
Michael Jackson?
Is that the one you tried to show me earlier
yeah,
today?
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
while you guys were eating. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
No, it's funny, man. You're right about that. It's like some of these actors, they hold on
Orphan
for a long
Storm.
time. The Orphan Storm.
The Orphan
Oh,
Storm.
very
That's
nice.
the one. That's the movie.
And D.W. Griffith, he's the one that's
and the thing
notorious
is that
for.
the reason why is that one of the older sisters is not blind. The younger one is blind, and the deviant person who wants to he really wants to get the blind girl into the orgy because he finds it kind of like a novelty fuck. And so they lose each other at one point, and the blind girl ends up in the orgy, and that's when the topless women are
Yeah.
Hmm.
walking around.
Now, what's this called again?
The Orphan Storm.
Blind horny chicks.
Yeah.
The topless orphan, huh?
The topless orphan.
Are you
the
serious?
blind
The
topless of the orphan. Yeah.
Wow, I'm looking for this. The blind topless orphan.
Well,
Because he was. Now he's made a lot of movies. One of them, of course, he's most notorious for Birth of a Nation.
am I now then thinking about a different director? I'm just too
You know
tired.
what? I'm trying to. Are you sure you think about the same director?
Just Google The Orphan Storm. I should get my laptop and
I don't know what the fuck you.
look at what year it was.
You know what? No, I can't deal with you right now.
Damn, I will
This shit
find
is.
it.
I can't. I think you got it wrong again. Like how Carl Malden was in The Odd Couple.
Yeah,
This
I
one of those
thought it
situations again. I'm about to say I never heard of D.W. Griffith movie called the Blind Orgy.
That kid's gonna comment again. It's like Noah's really annoying me now.
Yes, he's really
like
annoying
really,
now.
really
Yeah.
annoying me.
No, I should know when to shout out. No, you're good here. No, you're fine. I'm kidding. Look at
You're fine,
She's
though.
mad. Look at
We'll
her.
find it. One of these crazy kids will find it on Google. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
So what else is going on? And isn't there something you want to talk about?
What's
here?
going on?
Did
No,
we cover everything that we said we're gonna cover?
I don't know. Did we? We talked about of course
the
there was.
Amsterdam party.
The-
the- oh yeah, yeah.
Well, no, why did
I was
you
about to say.
No,
Set the
no,
dates.
no.
People
you
need to know.
Now you see us sitting here. We just bring up whatever we want to bring up. Why do you feel
I
the need
just
to
yell.
whisper it? Like
I don't know. It's like this is not my show. I kind of go like, oh, I don't know if I
Shameless
can
plug.
talk.
But it's gonna be different when I sit up there and say like, "What are you talking about, Noah?" Because she's sitting up there, she's trying to say Amsterdam party. She's moving her
I
mouth.
have something.
Me. I thought I talked.
teach me.
I don't know. I don't know.
A little nipple came out. That's what we're gonna talk about real quick.
Nipplegate?
No, no. Go ahead and talk about the Amsterdam party.
Yeah,
I wanna
what do you guys have in store for the Amsterdam party? Anything changed since the last time you
It's
talked
going
about
to be
it?
October 17th.
October 17th now?
18th? Yeah,
Yeah?
that was still the date.
Was that?
Saturday?
Okay, I
Yeah.
thought it was the 12th or something. I don't know.
No, 17th. Go check out the group. There's plans in work. We're thinking about doing a canal tour to start out with.
A canal tour?
A canal tour, yes.
What-
These are little barges. They're covered, so it's not going to be cold. It's a barge that I'm going to rent, and it's going to take us through the canals of Amsterdam.
Wow.
Drop us off at the red light district. Why not?
Like, hey,
there's
great destination.
There's also Chinatown there, so people can go and grab a cheap bite to eat.
Go grab some
I'm
Chinese.
about to say like cheap Chinese girls.
Yeah, no. Or or a prostitute.
Some sucky saki.
There you go.
I was like, "We're childish here. Come on."
it's okay.
He makes me laugh. I can't.
This is the thing. I organized a party before we went through the red light district, and this guy goes like, "Some of these girls aren't pretty, They're girls in all shapes and sizes standing behind the windows, and the prettiest one they usually have the windows closed. They probably have the most jobs. So,
Have the windows closed.
you close.
That's
the
the warning sign right there.
no, that's
Potentially hideous monster behind the door. It's like the grab bag of.
Talk about the
strippers.
Polak joke. We had the Belgium joke. So
do.
the thing is that the girls stand behind the window. There's a
Yeah.
curtain, and there's when she's working She flicks on the red light
Yeah.
and closes the curtain.
You know what they should do?
So-
They should have the curtains outside
Yeah.
of the windows,
And then people
so when
can
the guys
peek.
come in and they look and they don't like what they see, they can just slowly close the curtains.
It's like I heard they do this in France. I'm sure it's exaggerated, but
Yeah.
the girl will get you in,
Yeah.
and you buy her a drink, and you pay this money, and then she like takes off a piece of clothing, and then she says, "Well, let's go to this other room, and you'll get a little bit more." She takes to another level, she starts taking off more and do a little bit more to you. Same thing again, take to another level,
So
do a little bit more to you.
working.
So here's a bit like right when she can't give any more,
Yeah.
but actually having sex with you.
Yeah.
She says, "Okay, let's go to the next level now." And she takes you to a door, and you hear the door shut behind you out in the alley somewhere.
Take you to street level.
Yeah.
Hey,
Let
wait a
me
minute.
in.
Hey,
Let me in.
where did you bring me, Noah? God damn this Amsterdam party! Straight to hell.
But October 17th, huh?
Yeah, October 17th.
I heard so there's a lot of Polish people coming, and there's a lot of
The UK people are coming.
And the UK people
a
are
lot
coming?
of UK
Okay.
people are coming.
I heard.
So some
All
of
right.
your old buddies will be
Well,
there.
I'll be there. I'll be there.
Polish people will be there. Dutch people will be there. I'm thinking about approximately right now about 30 people for sure.
I'll be there.
30 people. Huh?
Just
Yes.
call.
Wow. Dude, I've hung around all the Brits, hung around a couple of Scots, but a Polacks I can't deal with. I'm just kidding. No, the Polish people, I'm dying to hang out with them.
Oh, you
I really am. No, I really
Some
am.
of the videos that they made is amazing. They've been doing some great jobs.
And let me tell you
Wait,
something.
what kind of videos are you talking about?
To promote the Amsterdam Party.
Oh.
I think they are probably the most enthusiastic people about this party. They are mostly looking forward to coming to Amsterdam, getting fucked up, and
it's weird because I didn't know that we had that many Polish followers, but
Yeah.
I'm happy to have them. That's nice.
we already have like 63 people joining the group, but doesn't mean that all 63 will show up. But it's the group
Doesn't mean
is
all
bigger.
60 of them are Polish.
No. So,
But no, thank you. Hey, Noah, thank you for pulling that together.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Doing my best.
If I make you mad at any point, you can't get pissed off and like, I'm pulling the plug on this party.
oh no, I won't.
no, you
No.
in deep
And
now.
if I piss you off, will you still come?
Yes, I will. I'll come if nothing else but to give you more bruises.
I don't think.
Like,
I don't
I like the way
I don't think he has a problem with that. No.
Yeah. Okay.
She comes in and she starts showing you like look at all these
Bruises.
bruises he did.
Corey gave
It's
me.
like-
I have bruises. People you have no idea.
And it's gonna seem like there was some weird perverted shit going on where I gave her bruises. Like, we
Kind of
Well,
just
you
raised.
know, that
I
would
raised
be-
an eyebrow and looked at Corey like.
It's like people always
Corey,
mess around.
control yourself.
Yeah, I know. I like the way you said, man, we were just joking around, like, tell it to the judge.
Yeah, tell it to the judge.
But
Don't tell me your
judge,
problems.
you don't understand. But, no, it's man, it was one of those things where she was like, I made a joke. She was hitting me and I grabbed her hands and I said, and what I do to you, I said, if you touch your face, you turn to stone. And I just, and she fought me.
No.
So,
I've seen you guys in action beating each other up.
you come back next time, she's gonna have a black eye.
Yeah.
She's still gonna be here. Next time, she's gonna have a bloody lip.
I
Find you guys on
deserved it.
Cops
When
on
are you
YouTube.
gonna learn? God damn. How many times I got to give you reminders?
No, Charlie,
Corey-
you made me do it.
Corey's gonna be covered in flour with a torn T-shirt.
Answer that door. Did you see that cops where they got on cops? They got a call from a couple, and they went, and the guy who answered the door was covered in flour. He looked like a troll,
I will be hanging
like
out
a
of
bad makeup job on a troll.
Yeah.
I will be hanging out of the trailer window. Arrest his ass! Arrest his ass!
And then that's when I'm running. Oh man, I tell you, here's the funniest thing I saw on Cops. I think I told this story before, but I'll tell you, Noah. I'm gonna tell it again.
Don't be touching my cigarettes.
No, that's not it. No, this was even worse. It was like this. The cops stopped for this call where this woman said, "My husband's trying to hurt me." So they stopped, and it was this elderly couple. Mm-hmm. And of course, because there was an elderly couple, the guy told him, he was like, "Oh, my wife is just talking crazy. She ain't making no sense. Y'all can go on. She does this all the time." And the cops are like, "All right, sir. Sorry to bother you." They get in the car and you hear him saying, "You know what? Just circle around one more time. Come back and see what happens." They go around the block. They come back to the house, and that old man is walking towards the patio with a baseball bat.
Oh my God!
and they get out the car and they like, get your ass down the ground. They don't care if he's old or not. They get his ass and they pull him to the car, and then he starts crying. He's like, baby, help me.
Like, arrest his ass.
And they did it. You know, they could bring up the cops logo.
Yeah,
That's when they heard. That's when you heard it. Like the cops logo came up. You heard, baby, help me.
I thought you were going to bring up the story where the guy screams out, Martin Luther King.
This guy, this woman called the cops and said that her boyfriend was hitting her and shit, and he was high on some shit too.
Yeah.
So they told the cops where to find him. Sure enough, they caught his ass down the street. And when they turned around, the guy looked like he was crazy. So the cops weren't taking a chance because they came up and they're like, "Sir, we got a call tonight about your girlfriend." He's like, "What y'all want? What y'all looking at?" And they're like, "You know what? We ain't even taking a chance for this guy. You're not taking any chances." So they pulled out the mace and they're like, "What y'all doing?" And they sprayed it. Like, and he was so high, it took time to sink in. He's like, what y'all talking about?
Oh no!
And then that's when they got his ass, and 4 cops got him and carried him like a coffin, you know. And when they were carrying him, he's like, "Hey y'all," and he's trying to say Rodney King, but he kept saying Martin Luther King, Martin Luther King.
That's awesome.
There is this video out there. This cop is holding up this black guy, and he's frisking him. So the guy is standing with his hands behind his neck, and he's frisking. You know, he's patting him down, patting his back, patting his front. And at one point, he grabs something at the front, but pretty high up, and he goes like, "What's that?" And the black guy goes, "My penis." And the cop is like, "Oh, sorry, I'm so sorry." And the black guy goes like, "It's okay."
It's true.
No, grab it again.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're about to find
kids
a
have to go
deadly
find
weapon.
it. It's so
That's what my old lady calls it.
Strangle the chick with that shit. Before we move on, Amsterdam party.
Definitely on, regardless whether we anger each other or not.
It's October 17th. About 30 people showing up, a lot of Polish people. So, I don't know. I can't speak for everybody, but I know I'll try my damnedest to be there.
Yeah.
And I can tell I'll be there.
Yeah. Leon is also trying hard.
Yeah. I won't be there.
Come on. Come on, co-host.
What if I help you?
I don't know. Well, we'll have to wait and see.
Okay.
We'll wait and see.
We'll wait and see how it goes.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll work out something.
It sounds like a blast.
Yes.
It sounds really fucking cool.
And what I mean by helping him is like figuring out a way to really disconnect him, because when you put him in a box, he's going through security.
Yeah.
What is it?
You know what? If you ship him by ship, he
Ship him by ship?
I'm sorry. Send him by ship. By boat, whatever.
What if I plane him by plane?
Yeah. Or mail him by mail. I don't know. It's like either way.
All right. So anyway, by the way, there is a movie where a guy strangled another guy. He strangled people. There's a movie called what was that movie called? But it was about a guy who would go into a trance, and he got revenge on all the people that did him wrong. By this is the way described by the video store on the box when I rented it, because this is why I had to get it. Like they say, you're not gonna fucking believe this. This is what the box said. You're not gonna fucking believe this. This is a movie about a guy who gets revenge on his wrongdoers by choking them with this 12-foot long anaconda like penis.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I was about to say, I was like, is anaconda in the title or anything like that?
Yeah.
I remember the movie because I saw a clip from it, and it was
it's
fucked
so
up. Yeah,
it is fucked up. It's actually pretty boring, but at the end of the movie, you actually see him, because the whole movie is him walking into a room, and you don't know what's happening. You walk into a room, and then you see his face go up in the air, and then he walks out, and the next day the cops are like, "This man was strangled to death." So the final guy that he reaches, you actually see the penis go around the guy's neck.
Yeah.
Does the penis do it by itself?
Soul vengeance.
Soul vengeance.
Vengeance is what it was called. Soul vengeance. Yeah.
Oh.
You see that? You see it's actually twirling around the guy's neck.
Like
He's in
a
a
snake.
trance, like a snake.
Yeah.
And the guy, like, his face goes red.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, did this really happen? Because this guy's acting his ass off. I mean, his face is red. Yeah, it's a fucked up movie, man.
Yeah.
But don't ask why we rented
Yeah, not too many special effects in that one.
No.
There are like 12 guys trying to work that fucking huge black cock around that guy's neck. It's like you see that shit shaking and like going in the wrong direction.
Like
See the little wires.
Yeah.
You know?
the budget
and
for that
then
movie.
later on, you see the guy holding holding it. It's like a piece of rubber.
Can't breathe. All that money went to the animatronic penis that wrapped around that guy's neck.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's okay. So before we move on to email, I just want to tell people, man, I'm going through like a really weird experience with this. You know, I'm talking about charity case here.
Yeah.
There's a. I was telling Noah about this earlier. There's a guy that I know, and he has cancer. I don't want to say his name, but the guy has cancer. He's going through a lot of problems. And you sit down and talk to the guy, he is like one of those urban legends where the professor who became homeless. Like when you're near a college campus, they always have these homeless people, and all these urban legends go around. Like, you know, that guy, he used to be a professor, and then one day he went crazy.
Oh no!
But this guy,
kind of like Misha Barton. Did you hear about that girl?
She good?
Okay. Yeah, she's supposed to do some. She's supposed to be on some new TV show, but apparently she flipped out and just went nuts. Like apparently she's in the loony bin now.
Misha Barton.
Yeah,
it's dehydration. They call that. Huh? The dehydrated. That's what they always call it. You know, whenever
I think they said she had a nervous breakdown.
Call it heroin.
And flipped out.
I know.
She was on the OC.
Yeah.
So
I know who she is.
She was a chick on the OC.
She had a DWI.
Yeah, and she was also the girl. If you never watched the OC, she was the girl. She was the ghost in The Sixth Sense. The girl who was puking up the.
Oh, that girl.
Puking.
That was
yeah.
her.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
that was her
Can
in The Sixth Sense.
Now she's looking like that ghost in real life.
Yeah, now she's really taking on that role.
Ghost.
Yeah, to a whole new level.
She's talking to.
She's a method actor. She forgot.
Yeah, she's talking to Haley Joel Osment right now.
Maybe they're getting ready for the sequel.
Yeah, you don't know.
But no, apparently she went fucking nuts. And
wow,
yeah, I heard
so it really does happen.
Yeah,
right?
I heard she's in a loony bin now.
Yeah, well, hey, I hope she gets better, man. But no, this guy, man, he used to teach, and he got cancer, and now the guy's living in a trailer. He's living in a trailer with all these books and shit, and he's having to go to like cancer therapy and radiation therapy. He fucking smokes, which is not helping.
Right.
But anyway, the point of the matter is, like, met the guy, we start talking. He started calling me and shit, and he needed some. You
need to quit giving out your goddamn phone number.
Well, it's not okay. This isn't what it sounds like. I just gave my number to some guy I knew out of nowhere. No, there's a story behind it.
Okay,
I'm just not going to get into the whole thing. It's too long.
Right,
but anyway, you know, through circumstances, I got to know the guy, and he did my number. But anyway, look, the guy's having a hard time.
Yeah.
I was telling Noah, you know, you could give your money to a charity. Mm-hmm. We always talk about we need to give back. You give your money to a charity, you don't know where it goes, or you could put your money where your mouth is, to use a cliched expression, and actually help that person who, you know, it really is benefiting them. Mm-hmm. And so I kind of thought, like, you know, well, okay, blah, blah, blah. My life is good. I'm blessed, whatnot. I really should, like, help this guy out. And it's just getting...
Gotcha.
I know, got me, yeah. It's like, this motherfucker's, you know, he's hanging out my door now. So, no, it's not like that. It's just getting weird because this is a guy who... If anybody needs God, it's this guy, because he's got nothing else. And every time he sees me, he's like, Corey, my brother in Christ, how you doing?
Oh, no.
And always looking at me like, oh, thank the Lord, Corey, how you doing, Lord? Oh, Corey, you know. Today, I mean,
God bless you, Corey.
He started crying today because he told me he was having some problems with his he was about to get evicted for something and
being crazy.
Because today I went to go see him, he literally looked like the Black Queen of England, man. I walked up and he had on a sun hat and a dangling gold earring coming down and shit. The guy's gay. He don't want to tell me, but he's gay. I mean, you know,
he don't want to tell you.
He don't, because he told me all the books on his shelf, and they were all about Black history,
how to be gay. And,
well, there was one out of all these books. It was like Black history,
cooking tips for gays,
Hindu, this and all. I mean, it's like.
I am gay. Hear me roar. Yeah. Hear me meow.
How to pack fudge.
one fish, blue fish, gay fish, two fish. But no, there was one book that said being gay and accepting it, and I was like, all right, okay, all right, you know. But look, and I think the guy he's so sickly. I think he might actually have AIDS. I don't want to say it could be that he really is just the radiation is getting him. But you know, he always sends me away with all these scriptures and Bible material and shit. It's just I don't want to get to the day where I have to tell them, man, you and I, we on two different kind of beliefs
From
here.
two totally different worlds.
I would tell them that. But it's just, no, it is beginning to be kind of a weird case. And I had to fight with it for a while because I think I'm actually going to, I'm giving the guy money so much and the guy needs help.
I mean, how much money it's nothing crazy, right?
It's nothing crazy, but I'm actually thinking about giving the guy $50 a month to help him out.
A month?
Yeah.
You're gonna support the guy.
Man, come on, $50. Where's that gonna get somebody in this economy? Well, look, man.
Look at Noah.
If you can spare it, if you can spare it. I mean, I help out a friend in Israel, and I send her money. So
no, if you can do that,
I can do it. But the thing is that I've given to charities before, and I've done this where I've given some money in this amount on a regular basis before, and it's like, I don't know. That's what I'm asking. I guess that's why I'm talking about it because I'm kind of caught up because I don't want to be.
Do you want to do this? Yes or no?
Well, I don't. Yeah, I want to help somebody.
Or are you feeling some kind of weird guilt that you have to do this?
No, I don't feel pressured into it because he didn't ask me for it. It's just kind of like, hey, man, you need some help.
You feel like you owe it to him.
I just feel like somebody needs a helping hand, man. You got to give it to him. I mean, because I finally discovered that some people, and I'm not talking about anybody around here, but some people they make up excuses like, I don't want this guy to develop a habit. I don't want to give this person money because they're wasted on this, and it's just you realize you're just justifying saying you don't want to give this person money, and rightfully so because
you want to help. I mean,
people don't want to give people money because sometimes they feel like they might be taken advantage of.
No, that's true. That's totally true, and it happens. Yeah.
I think if you
there's plenty of horror stories where that does happen. I
think as long as you keep the hand on your wallet and control it, then it's okay. It's cool.
And you're making sure it's going to the right things.
And it's going to the right things.
My cousin was unemployed and was going through a hard psychological period of her time, but she wouldn't take my money, so I would just figure out what she needed and just buy it and say, oh, somebody gave this to me and I didn't want it. Do you want it? And
right. That's cool. Yeah, that's
kind of like that.
Yeah, but
I come to find out like this. Like 50 people, he's getting $50 from
exactly.
That trailer is just a front.
Just all I have to say is be smart, Corey. Really think hard before doing this.
It's like next time I see him, he's got like 5 gold earrings.
This sounds like the beginning of like 3 horror stories I've already heard of people in the same situation. So, well,
I've given to people before like this. It's just that people, it was people who had a hard time.
Yeah.
And as my hint story with Herman, it's just that eventually had to stop. It's like, hey, fuck you, man. You're really not doing anything to help yourself. I can only give you so much money. Exactly. When I keep seeing your kid with a different kid every time I come in, a different baby, but. I've helped people out before. It just hasn't been this consistent on a regular basis.
The guy's really like he's really
the guy's sick, man. The guy's
really
sick.
Bad, huh?
Yeah, the guy. I mean, shit. I would like to say he's faking it, but if he is, that motherfucker's the greatest actor.
He doesn't have any family.
He tells me he has family, but his mother's like 90-something years old. This guy's 60. Right.
Oh, he's 60. Yeah.
His mother. So if his mother's still alive, his mother must be in her 90s,
maybe 80s.
Yeah, it could be 80s. Yeah, but either way it goes, she ain't got any money to take care of him. This guy. Yeah. And look, the guy could be giving me some crazy stories, but I don't know, man. I really. It's not gonna. It's not gonna.
I'm only saying this because I don't know why you'd bring this up. If
maybe it was confirmation.
If it was something you were trying to get, like, I don't know, if you're trying to get an answer like, no, Corey, you shouldn't do this, or if it seems like you're trying to have somebody talk some sense to you.
I am trying to. Maybe that's what I'm doing. That's what it
seems like.
Because I've never had to I had to go help him out with his. He wants me to help him out with his this whole situation with him and.
Granted. Do you have time to do this in your life? Honestly.
No, I do not. But
that could be a problem. And
look, I've done this before. A lot of people say I'm, and granted, a lot of people say I'm fucking selfish and shit. I got ripped off because I've helped out people and shit.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, no,
it happens. It happens to us all.
Yeah, it does. And this is a guy. You know what? That's why I'm bringing it up. This whole thing just kind of happened out of the blue again. And I just wondering if am I doing the right thing? Or am I about to get
screwed?
Am I doing something stupid?
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I don't know this guy. I don't know him as well as you. I don't know what he looks like. I don't know his situation. I don't know anything about him. All I know is you're planning on giving a guy $50 a month just to do it. How long do you plan on doing this?
Yeah.
And
it's not for a long time. I'll say, there would be a time that'd be set up. Look, I guess it's like this too. I'm raised in a household where my mom was the type of person to help out people. She just find people who like who needed help, and we had people live in our home for a while who couldn't even like afford to live on their own. You know, so I see this behavior that my mom has, and it's kind of come down on me. But and my mom's never really been ripped off before, but I have.
Right.
And I'm wondering, am I going about it the wrong way, and where am I going wrong where she went right and all this kind of shit? I guess you don't know the guy, so I don't know.
No, I don't know him at all. Yeah.
Forget about it. I don't even know what I'm asking, man. I don't know.
But I mean, but the thing is, no, I don't want this to turn out to be another horror story. And I'm not just saying you. I mean, like I said, I've known people who've done the same thing. And, you know, and when the truth comes out, because eventually it will, you know, it's always bad. And, but I don't know, man. I mean, honestly think, how long do you plan on donating to this guy $50 a month, realizing that that's going to add up? And honestly, you should know where your money's going. I mean, if it's going to his medication or whatever.
Well, that's what he showed me he showed me a list of his bills. Like he showed me that he is with the Cancer Society. They're helping him out. Yeah. They're helping him out fight this case that he has with his trailer right now. And he's getting kicked out of his trailer for he told me the story. I was talking to a man. And he called me the N-word, and I just lost the core. I'm not gonna lie, and I picked up a chair and threw it. And so he showed me the eviction notice, and the eviction notice like, because you threatened a tenant and you picked up objects and threw it, and because you've yelled at this tenant, we have given you an order of eviction. I'm just like, well, and so
but you've only heard his side of the story.
And I've only heard, if all I know, he could have just lost his fucking mind. Yeah. And he could have been doing a lot of things. They just want him out,
right?
You know,
right? Yeah. I mean, because come on, I mean. How in the fuck do you get kicked out of a trailer? I mean, really? They got fucking people blowing up their fucking trailers, and they're still not getting kicked out.
Well, that's what I was wondering. I'm like, you live in a goddamn trailer, man. How do you get evicted?
How do you get evicted from your own trailer? Okay.
Oh yeah, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to bring this up to you.
Okay. Well, I mean, just let me tell you this: you're planning on donating $50 a month to this guy. Just only realize that now this guy is going to be very much a part of your life. So
that's the thing.
Yeah, you're taking on his problems. He's going to be looking towards you when that money runs out. You're almost becoming a surrogate parent to him.
Well, I'm not as much of a sucker as I'm coming across, because I'm gonna make it seem like I'm bleeding heart or something. No, it's not that, man. It's just like I said, I've always been taught that when your life is going well,
right?
It's just going well, not even great, but when it's going well, you give back. Yeah. And I'm not planning on giving this guy like an infinite amount of money. No, it's not.
Are you
like that.
Multi-millionaire or something? I mean, can you afford this? That's the real question. Can you really afford this?
No, but my mama can. I mean, I can do it for a limited amount of time. I mean,
and think about that. What is a limited amount of time for you?
2013. No, I don't know.
I mean, really think, yeah.
No, I'm thinking,
$50 adds up.
No, I'm thinking like after he gets through with his problems with his place and he gets to a certain part with his medication, and if he quits smoking so fucking much, then because I don't want to contribute to somebody who's just a bottomless pit of
how old is the guy, Corey?
61, actually.
You ain't changing shit.
No.
I'll just say it like that. I'll just spit it out.
Yeah, so
You're not changing a goddamn thing besides giving him $50 a month.
You can change things, making his pockets fatter.
That's about it. Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna turn into a fucking what was that movie? Fatal Attraction. Except with a guy who's like halfway homeless.
I won't be ignored, Corey. I won't
be broke.
No, I won't be ignored. I won't.
This is more likely going to turn into the cable guy. So yeah, you guys are going to be fighting at medieval times, and he's going to be eating off your plate.
All right, so I got some thinking to do on this, but
yeah, you do. Think hard, Corey. Think hard. Do the math.
Oh man, what I'm thinking. Oh, rock and roll it. Rock on the storm.
Sing it,
whoa. Rock and roll. Oh, you found the movie. You were way off.
I'm sorry. I thought it was.
Orphans of the Storm.
Orphans of the Storm, 1921. D.W.
Griffith.
Damn.
Yeah.
1921.
Yeah.
Nice. Good for you, man.
Yeah.
1921. Yeah, that was way before they could tell people. It
a good year.
Shit.
Yeah, good
Apparently,
year.
it was a good year.
Hopeless is okay.
Great year for film.
I'm gonna go check that out. Good for
Cool.
you. Look
You
at
can
it.
watch it in Amsterdam. I have it with me.
All right. Well, then that's the plan.
Yeah.
I'm not going to the party. I'm just gonna come watch.
They
or,
just
or
watch
from
all
the
my
store.
DVDs
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
You guys go do what you got to do.
You guys can watch it with the hooker.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then we played the music for "Fuck Your Thoughts."
Yes, sir.
No, fuck your
Well,
thoughts.
fuck your thoughts.
Look, I like to read "Fuck Your Thoughts," which is the email part of our show. We're gonna read some emails here before we get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what we got over here. Let's see. Where's the email? Oh, there's the email. All right. Let's go ahead and get into some emails right here. I got an email from Jason right now. Jason Murphy, where he was talking about we did this I had him because I wanted to get him to write some stuff, so I did. I let him not even like a test. I just wanted to see if he was into it. So
Yeah.
I had him write this thing. It was kind of a really obvious joke, but I had him write 5 reasons why Dumbledore is gay.
The Dumbledore post you put up.
So
Right.
it was like whatever,
Yeah.
But all these people came in like pissed. Like,
Yeah, I read it.
how dare you talk about Dumbledore?
Yeah, I read it, and I thought it was funny, and then I noticed the comments, at least what you guys were commenting. Well, at least you, when you were saying that people were going nuts as far as getting upset. But I was looking through the comments trying to find like what exactly triggered it, and I don't know if I missed a page or what, but I didn't know what the big
What triggered what?
the whole backlash about that post.
Just the fact that it was about Harry Potter and people went crazy over it. Like one guy was like, I mean, it's,
well, that's what I was looking for. I was looking for the guy who or whoever posted that. This is fucked up. I was looking for that. And I couldn't.
Well, there was one statement that said, "This isn't funny because your proof is insufficient," and it's like,
Oh yeah.
the fuck you? We're not trying to prove anything. It's a
really?
joke, man.
Oh.
It's
Well,
like
the way you read that, or you just said it, that sounds like a joke. But
it was not a joke because somebody else came in and said,
Yeah, I can never tell with these people when they're typing up. I don't know who's either being serious or who's being
because people come in
funny
saying,
or
what difference
both or
does it
what?
make if he's gay? It doesn't matter. It's like, your homophobic post isn't
Right.
funny, and
Right.
Dumbledore will kick your ass.
Right.
It is like, man, this is a joke.
There's some sensitive people out there, Corey. Come on, you should know this.
I know, but
should
really,
know this.
it's like grown ass
Yeah.
people talking about.
I don't know,
How
yeah.
dare you talk about Dumbledore? And it's like,
I don't know if they're grown up. They could be 16 or something.
well, yeah. I mean, I looked at some. I looked at a couple, and it was like, okay, you're too old for this shit. All right,
Mom.
calm down.
So it caused a commotion, huh?
A little bit of a commotion. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I like the feedback that it got. I like those kind of commotions. Get people, talking about things. You have discussions that form out of that. I don't mind that too much. But still, it gets to a point where it gets.
You form arguments. No, you're wrong. No, you're wrong.
Fuck you. Fuck
No,
you.
you're wrong. No, you
Dumbledore
suck.
can kick your ass.
You're not funny. No, you suck.
All right, let's go
kind
ahead and
of
get to an
comments we
email right here. Let's see. I don't think we've read an email from John before.
Let's read his email.
He simply says,
Johnny
"Let's do
boy."
this." Johnny boy. With all the recent terrible video games, I was wondering what you and co-host and the other guest you may have think
Your new guest this week.
think should be done if Hollywood ever decides to do a Metal Gear Solid game. Look, all right, okay, look, we don't really care.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't.
Make
what
it
to say to
good.
that.
What are we gonna do?
Yeah. Try to write a good script.
I've played Metal Gear Solid, and let me tell you something. For people who haven't played this game, I know some people saying you're nerding out with video games. No, I'm not getting too deep with it. I will say this, and in video games, it's not unusual to have cutscenes. They're they're cinematic.
Yeah.
These little cinematic transitions to another level of the game. You don't play them; you just watch them. They already made a fucking movie out of this. 'Cause
Right.
more than half that game is a cutscene.
Yeah.
You sit back for like 40 minutes and watch.
Yeah.
A long ass cutscene. I'm like, how fucking pretentious can you get, man? I would take I never played the game because I heard that. I would take that game and chunk that shit across the street if it did that.
It makes you go, okay, you can animate. All right, I get it.
We
I
get it. Yeah. It's like fucking. You know what? Just take the cutscenes and put them in a movie. That's what you
Yeah.
got.
This is the shittiest movie I've ever seen.
Actually, it can make a good like science fiction spy film if they actually took it and treated it like a movie and not a property.
Which, good luck to that.
Yeah, and good luck with that. Yeah, and how often do they do that? But I will say this, like we've always said, people, please Be patient. We will one day get that great video game movie.
Hope,
You got some.
We
You
hope.
got some email.
Actually,
there, man.
I brought some email here. Let's see here. I got one here from G. Rhett. It says, co-host, why are you so badass? If the humans had you on their side, you could murder the fuck out of all the Terminators. Too bad you're on the robot side. Viva la Electronica.
I think he wrote that Dumbledore can kick our ass email.
Here's my question. I'm a huge game fan. Another game question.
Okay,
There
so you
go.
looking at me like I was crazy. Look at you.
Now, here we go. Okay, my question. What is your favorite movie based on a video game or any other type of game? I'm a huge fan of the site. Keep rocking out. You're fucking awesome. And that other black guy that you hang out with,
Fuck
Cyrus, he's funny too. Cyrus. No, that's Corey.
Oh, the black guy. You calling me Cyrus?
Yeah, I think he got you.
I think he
he got you
fuck you.
confused.
See, kids, if you want co-hosts to read your emails, you have to just fill it with compliments.
That's right.
And see,
Talk about it.
he printed that out because if I read, I was like, you ain't getting shit answered.
He does have a good question.
I got some good compliments.
Dear co-host,
you know.
you're the prettiest.
Keep the compliments
let me
to
tell you
yourself.
something, Noah. Had it been like, what video game movies do you think could be good? He would have been like, I ain't reading that.
Because you're superior
Another
mind.
dumbass Corey Coleman question. This is about animation.
You're so dreamy.
What's your favorite animated film?
You're so dreamy. If you were a cartoon character, what would you be? You're my favorite Spillcom member.
Thanks, Noah.
Yeah.
Enough with the
She's
compliment.
making fun of you.
Oh,
mean that shit.
what?
You told me the same thing last night.
your thoughts.
You bitch.
Hey, you fell for
You
it.
two-timing whore. You put your top back on. I won't have no more of this. You're cheating boobs.
Damn. What was the question? Yeah. What's your favorite movie based on a video game, Corey?
How many times have
That's
I
your
heard?
question. What are you asking me
I'm
for?
asking you first.
I already answered the video
I
game
asked
question.
it to you.
You read
so
the
give me
email.
a goddamn answer. Come on now. You're killing. You're wasting precious airtime. Noah, do you have a favorite video game?
No, I'm blanking out here.
Super
I'm
Mario
sorry.
Brothers, Double Dragon.
Okay, I've answered this before. I answered real
yeah,
quick.
yeah.
I think the one that we have that's the closest to a video game, therefore making it one of the best for me, is Silent Hill.
You know what? Yeah, granted that movie did have some problems, but it was the closest to look and give you kind of the feel of playing that game. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right about that. Yeah. Shit, I remember when Mortal Kombat came out.
Mortal Kombat's my second.
And I was like, this movie is fucking badass. And of course you watch it now, it's dated like crazy.
It's dated, but you know what?
And
I
that
still
kung fu
like
is
it.
so slow. You know
Is
what?
it?
Yeah, I mean,
I
yeah,
like
watching
the kung fu, like the one with the Scorpion fighting. What was it? Johnny.
It was, what was that guy's name? I
You know
want to say
something, Johnny. Something.
I was about to say Johnny Blaze.
I know.
But shit.
I don't know, man. But you know what we're talking about.
Yeah. That game
It could.
is so,
Yeah.
so ancient now.
Oh yeah. But you remember it was a shit back.
Oh
then.
yeah, no. And you know the cool thing about that fight scene that I loved is that they actually used a death metal band called Fear Factory for the soundtrack. Actually, you heard Napalm Death in that film, and that was the first. Was it the first film directed by Paul Anderson, the guy who would later on fuck
it was a
up
Paul
Resident
Anderson
Evil
movie,
and Alien
yeah.
vs Predator?
Yeah. But yeah, he Mortal Kombat is my second.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat. Yeah, I remember watching that movie and really like just loving it, even though it's
dated as hell, and
it's
it's still
dated as
not
hell
like
and it's
it,
a
but-
bad film. But I think it was ruined for me because around that time, the Hog Theater started to show nothing but Jackie Chan films, which I was familiar with the old Jackie Chan shit. But then I started watching the most recent shit he was doing, and that just blew me away. So watching that, I'm like, oh my god, it might as well be two old guys fighting. I mean, because that's how it
That's
looks.
true. Because I remember I went to the Hog Auditorium to see all those Jackie Chan movies too. That's my first experience, like
Yeah.
Super Cop and Drunken Master.
Drunken
2.
Master 2. Fucking hell, yeah.
No, I was. What was it? Army of Gold or
Armor of God.
Armor of God.
One
That
and
was it.
two,
One
yeah.
and two. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you want to move on to another? You got another question?
Yeah, actually, here we go. This is from Charles Ponzi. Ponzi. Yeah.
Got a Ponzi scheme going on there?
This is a question for fuck your thoughts.
Fuck your thoughts, bitch.
What's your thoughts?
Look at that chiming in. Fuck yours.
You tell him, Noah. Tell him.
Get on him, Noah.
Yeah. Tell him the mountain.
Tell him we can do with his thoughts.
Okay, is there any B-movie low-budget film you would like to be remade into a big-budget blockbuster? For me, this movie is Satan's Little Helper. A great low-budget horror movie with horrible acting, annoying kids, and lots of camp. You could almost say that this movie is Drag Me to Hellish. The whole theme is campy, but the hell with that. With big budget, you could make this movie into a true horror classic.
You know something? I would argue against making B movies into other movies because their charm is that they are so cheap.
Right.
However, I always have to go back and say, well, Little Shop of Horrors was made into a great. I love that movie. The one that Frank Oz directed.
Right.
And it was a Roger Corman film at first, and that was such a cheap, low budget film. Like, man, there's no way they're gonna be able to make this into a movie, and they did. And I was like, this is great.
We can always say The Thing.
The Thing is another one. Yeah.
The Raven.
The Raven.
Jack Nicholson. Also Roger Corman.
Yeah.
Oh, I never saw that.
It could use
I saw it. It was okay. I don't think it was great, but
you can make a better movie out of it.
oh yeah. Well, I mean,
you win.
Hey, look, we can sit up here because
you can easily say, you can make it.
Well, Carlisle and I had this argument all the time. He's like, you can't do this, and I come back and say, you can do anything if it's done right.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, and that's I will always have that argument, and it'll be just as basic as that. If there's nothing is impossible. And so any movie, and you can take any B movie, and if people really take the time to write a good script and do it well, now there are some that just scream like remake, and I can't think of any right now. Like they did The Blob as a remake one time. I think they did a bad job.
You know what? I love that movie.
Yeah,
I
the
really
remake
love
of
it.
The
Yeah,
Blob?
I think it still kicks ass. A lot of those special effects are still fucking mind blowing. I always have this movie in my head as far as either thinking if they remade it, it could be really kick ass, or if they just released a sequel to it, it could kick ass. And that movie is Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Oh, you know what?
I can only
always
imagine. If they had a bigger budget with a bigger scope, the crazy things they could do with that fucking movie.
Man, you were so right.
Yeah.
I often thought this is such a clever film, and they did a great job with those special effects they had at the time.
Definitely. Yeah,
I love that movie, man.
I love it too, man.
Yeah, I love that scene where it's like, "What are you gonna do? Knock my block off?"
Yeah,
punches that guy.
Punches the guy. Yeah.
Have you heard about this movie?
Oh yeah, where the shadow.
Eats
the shadow eats the people.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
Man, that is a movie that should have a remake.
Or the freaky ass hand puppet, where the clown puts his hand up. Remember? Okay, the scene. Okay, the guy from Animal House, the dean from Animal House.
Yeah.
I can't remember that actor's name, but one of the clowns. There's a scene where he's sitting on a clown's lap, and the clown has he's doing like a ventriloquist act. With the clown has his hand up the back of the cop and making his mouth talk. It's real fucking creepy. You don't remember that scene in the movie? It's in the jail. It's at the jail.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about an actual puppet. No, he's using the cop as a dummy. Yeah.
And that's just a creepy scene. But
those clowns were creepy, man.
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah.
And that was such a great concept. And I was thinking, like, you know what? When I saw it again at the time, I was thinking, this movie works well. I mean, they don't need to really remake this, but if you notice, there's some scenes where they're running in the spaceship. And you could tell they're just running down a dark corridor.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they keep running down that same corridor. And so it's like, maybe they should try and go back and do it with a bigger budget because that was an ingenious concept. And they can do it better. I know
they can do it better.
as good as it is, but they can do it better.
Yeah. There's quite a few movies, shit, if you really stop to think about it.
No, there's a lot, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot. I mean, they've done some already, like Death Race 2000.
That's true, yeah.
They remained the Death Race already.
Which was,
It was all right.
It was fun.
I thought they could have done more with it.
They could have easily done more with that, yeah. I thought they got rid of the best part of that movie, which is just, killing people for points. That was kind of the whole fun thing about that film, and the characters being so ridiculous and over the top, You know
what I would like to see get I'm looking over here at my collection because I was like, I know there's something over here that I can find. And a lot of people are going to tell me that it's too soon, but I would like to see Bubba Hotep done with a better budget.
Really?
Yeah, because that movie, I was disappointed when I saw it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I love the fuck out of that movie. I really do. I mean, honestly, after watching that movie, I had a new respect for old people, to be honest. I felt bad. I was like, man, I always give old people shit, but They all have their own little stories. I really love that movie. I'm actually surprised you didn't like that.
I was disappointed by it, man, and I really think that they should that they maybe should try to remake it with a better budget and probably a stronger director, because the movie. I'll tell you why, because the movie could have been tighter to me. There's a lot of dead space in that movie.
Really? I
so.
kind of like the quiet moments in that film, though. I mean, Bruce Campbell, next to Ash, that was probably like one of his best characters he's done. And I think as far as, Bruce Campbell, he's been putting a lot of stuff out, but the majority of it has been really bad. And that's the one, that was the one movie that really, raised his status for me as far as just, the guy can pull out a great performance, if he has a project he can really believe in,
Yeah.
So,
but that was a great answer though with Killer Clowns from outer space. I mean,
yeah. I almost dreaded even mentioning it because I can hear a lot of people going, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Because so many people hold that film in really high regard. But I love it to death. But I honestly think, I remember hearing rumors of a sequel. And I was getting really excited about that. I don't know what happened to that story, but
what story?
I heard that they were at some point they were going to make a sequel to it, or even possibly maybe they said remake it. It was so long ago I can barely remember. But
yeah, no, that's true, man. I was recommending. I was thinking about someone real quick that should direct it who can make it creepy, but it should be funny too. I mean,
It definitely has to. Yeah, it has to be funny.
because I tell you, I'm dying to see this guy make a horror film. Chris Cunningham.
Oh yes. Oh,
Got people.
I know. Yeah. Chris Cunningham. He does all the
Aphex Twin.
Aphex
videos.
Twin. Yeah. Come to Daddy.
And
It's
then
probably like
Rubber
his
Johnny.
breakout video. Yeah.
Did you ever see Rubber Johnny?
I have it. Yeah. Rubber Johnny.
Yeah.
That is.
Have you heard of Rubber Johnny?
No.
Chris Cunningham. Now this guy, he's got some balls, man. He and no pun intended right here, because he did this short called Rubber Johnny, and Rubber Johnny is described as is a mutant is a mutant child who sits in a wheelchair in the dark and has to use his imagination to amuse himself while he's freaking out this little chihuahua.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what it is that Chris Cunningham just had this fascination. He heard like this rave music and he pictured like a raver contorting his body. So he just thought of like this kid, like this little malnourished body in a wheelchair with a huge, like almost a huge alien head. And this guy this thing mutates in the darkness while this rave music happens. And it mutates in one of the most grotesque ways. And even to the point where it slams against like glass, and you see all this flesh and livers and whatnot all over the place.
Yeah.
But the booklet that comes with it is all these contortions done where, if you look carefully, you see scrotums and anuses and all this kind of stuff, and it's like, and it's Chris Cunningham. He's done that.
It's his body.
Is that
his
him?
body.
Oh,
That-
it
that's
is him. Okay.
Yeah,
Because, I mean, I was trying to figure out who was the guy playing Rubber Johnny.
it's Chris Cunningham.
Yeah, that is him.
Yeah.
Really?
Look,
Okay.
yeah, that is Cunningham.
Because he looks like the guy in Aphex Twin. I was curious if it was the guy from Aphex Twin, James. Forgetting his name.
I don't even know the guy's name,
yeah.
but I just read. I was reading up a Rubber Johnny the other day, and they mentioned that guy's name. But nah, man, it's But people, if you check out any of Chris Cunningham's videos, they are grotesque and they are weird and they are scary. Especially Rubber Johnny is just kind of a nightmare, and that guy should direct, because he should direct a horror movie.
Yeah, he should. He should. I've been dying, to see something from that guy. And I remember at the time when Come to Daddy and Window Licker, which is another fantastic fucking video. When those are getting popular, there were already rumors on the net that he was either, at least studios were looking for him to direct something, or he was trying to look for a project that he thought was worthy enough for him to direct.
He's been pursuing a feature for a while, I think.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man, this guy has some really nightmares visions, and if anybody should direct a horror movie, it should be him. But anyway, and I was thinking at first, like, well, you know what, clowns are creepy. He can make a really creepy clown movie.
Richard David James.
Richard David James?
Yeah,
Okay.
aka Aphex Twin.
Yeah. Okay, that's him, yeah.
Let's move on to another email here. This comes from Galore. And Galore says,
Maybe he's a musician. I'm not sure.
He's the one guy.
girl, hush.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how to read the email.
Just checking.
By now, I'm sure you've had plenty of time to stew about the Watchmen film. Love it or hate it, there's one scene that stood out for tons of people, and for me personally, the love scene between Night Owl 2 and the second Silk Spectre. The combination of Patrick Wilson's flabby ass, the corny music, and the nightmare-inducing thrusting motions were enough to make fans run screaming from the theater. It's almost as though that this wasn't enough. Wait a minute, let me read this again. I'm kind of far away from this. It's almost as though that this wasn't even supposed to be the passionate love scene from the graphic novel. It was a parody. My question is this. What other movies can you think of that include a scene that is supposed to be very romantic and passionate and completely fails by making it hilarious or just plain bad? That's actually a good question. I'll tell you the end of The Stand. In the book, if you don't know about The Stand, tune out for about a minute. At the end of Stephen King's book, The Stand, it's a cop out. You all right?
I haven't read it.
Oh, you haven't read it? Oh, okay.
I want to read it.
Oh, you know what? Okay, let's just... I'm sorry. I didn't know what was going on. I thought like you like cover your ears because dynamite was about to explode or something. No, okay. All right. I won't ruin, but they made a TV version of it, and now they have a graphic novel out of it, so I don't know if this really counts. It was a TV movie, so I'm going to say it does. But they do something. So it was already kind of... It was a cop-out in the book, but you kind of forgave it. But in the movie... They do something so goofy that it really shows how flimsy that scene was. And it really ruined the impact of that story for me, basically. So that's one thing I can think of. As far as a motion picture, I'm trying to think. What some dialogue or something.
Now he's talking about source material that
got one.
Watered down? Okay.
I got one. Remake of King Kong. At the end, the line comes up, "It was beauty that killed the beast."
Yeah.
And who do they get to say it? Jack Black.
Jack Black, yeah.
And Jack Black could not carry that line.
No,
man.
he couldn't. No, you're right about that. Yeah.
And that just fell flat.
Yeah.
So.
That could have been the ending of a skit or something, you know?
Yeah, it could have.
It's really hard to, see Jack Black in a serious role because...
Well, that's serious at least.
Yeah, that's serious.
If they had done like the original King Kong, because in the movie, the Peter Jackson's version of King Kong, Jack Black looks into the screen with these big soulful eyes, and he's like, "It was beauty that killed the beast." First of all, it's Jack Black, who's been goofy through the whole movie.
Right.
Second of all, it's a line that has to be done delicately because it could be it takes the risk of being corny. Now, in the original, if I remember correctly, it's been a while since I've seen it. The guy, there's just two guys hanging out, and one guy's like, "Well, the plane's got him," and the other guy's like, "Nope. It was beauty that killed the beast."
Yeah.
And now that would have been better suited for Jack Black to say it that way.
Well, the thing is, the problem with Jack Black is like he was never sincere about anything, and his character wasn't in that movie. You know, when one of his crew members died, he's like, "We're going to continue on with this movie. We're going to do it for Jack or whoever." And at the end, you just didn't get that emotional impact you should have gotten. Especially with him saying that line at the end. But granted, I still love the movie, but that scene, it didn't help.
Yeah. Oh, if you want to talk about just romantic and passionate, all of Moulin Rouge is goofy to me. Now, at the end, they have what's supposed to be very serious romantic scene. I didn't take that movie seriously through the whole thing. So at the end, like, that was especially laughable to me.
I watched that movie. I won't describe what state I was in, but
you saw Green Fairies.
That movie took on a whole different tone to me. I was like, this is the craziest fucking... I was waiting for Flash Gordon to pop out, and,
Did you see that? Did you like that movie?
But I thought it was indeed, it was more like a parody or more like it
was just outrageous.
Light, and all of a sudden she gets sick, and it's kind of like, consumption? How can you make that funny? That doesn't work. For me, I had to think about the original, The Day the Earth Stood Still. The alien, the man, he goes into the doctor's office and they investigate him. They do some X-rays on him, and he apparently is in perfect healthy state. And that's what the doctor is explaining to the other doctor. And he's lighting a cigarette and he's going like, "I have no idea why this man is so healthy." I know it was in those days. It wasn't meant as a joke. It was commercial. Just, the cigarette company's probably promoting this film, so the doctor had to smoke a cigarette. But I was sitting, because I was working at the film house, and I was doing the film, doing the role, and I was standing there laughing so loud, and everybody's looking at me like, "What's wrong with you?"
What is wrong with you, Noah?
Yeah,
What is
exactly.
wrong with
We've been
me?
asking you that since you've been here.
Yeah, what is wrong with me?
Here's a good question. This is from Jay Perry.
Oh,
Shout it.
Jay Perry says, "Hey dudes,
J. Petty.
have you ever seen a good sequel to a bad movie?" Thanks, you guys crack me up. Okay, I don't know if this counts, but I will say it for myself. I saw Star Trek and didn't the original, and not, and I was bored to death by it. So Wrath of Khan.
Yeah,
And then if you wanted,
that's a good one.
yeah, if you count and even if you go by the pattern, good movie, bad movie, good movie, bad movie. That has several that pattern right there. So.
Yeah. What would be mine? I'll say Jeepers Creepers too. I saw the first one. I thought it was all right, but the second one I really dug.
I did too.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like that movie, but I liked it.
Fuck them.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
It
fuck
was-
them in their ass.
Yeah, that's right. In the ear, and in their eyes. No, Jeepers Creepers 2. Yeah, I was. I really dug the hell out of that film.
Here's a
Another one. Final Destination 2.
Really? I haven't
Yeah.
seen. Man, I have not seen any of the Final Destination movies.
you. I thought we were. I thought we were hanging out watching the first one.
No, we were hanging out one day, and the trailer came on
okay.
TV, commercial for the new one, and I was like, man, I want to see that really bad.
Okay, well, I swear I thought I saw the first one with you, but yeah, the second one I really dug. The first one I was like, but the second one it was awesome. It blew me away. Yeah, only that the beginning, you need to check it out. The beginning scene of the second film, it involves like this incredible, insane fucking car crash involving a bunch of these cars, a motorcycle, a semi. It's insane. I mean, it is fucking insane.
That's what I heard at the beginning of the movie, right?
It sucks you in immediately, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you already feel nervous. These people who are riding on this stretch of road fucking in the rain, and you're just like, okay. And and you're just noticing all these little things that are just on the brink of just, all this shit's about to go down, and you're immediately sucked in, and when it does, you're like, holy fuck!
Here's one. I think you'll agree with me on, and I'm dying to see that movie. By the way,
I'll let you borrow it.
yeah, I've been wanting to see it since I heard about that.
Yeah.
Here's one. We always mention this. We must get this question more than once. Devil's Rejects.
Yes.
House of a Thousand Corpses.
I hated it.
Yeah,
I fucking
Devil's
hated it.
Rejects.
Yeah.
Devil's Rejects, though,
It
great
was
movie.
awesome.
Man, I love that.
Yeah,
movie.
that should have been Rob Zombie's first film. It felt like he was honestly making a good movie, trying to make a good film
Instead of trying too hard.
instead
with
of
the
just
first
trying way too hard and like being like too into what he's influenced by and throwing it on and all into a film, which was the first film.
one. All right, we'll answer one more, maybe two more. But let's just say one more.
I'm down for two.
Okay, we'll read two more then.
Yeah.
You down for two?
Fuck
Noah?
it.
I'm down for two.
All right.
No, you ain't doing nothing.
Noah's down, and I'm down. So if Noah said no, we would have packed up right now. So forget about it.
The power of Noah.
Yeah. Compels you. With all of these movies based on toy lines and action figures being doomed and all, that's what they say, doomed and all, what's some other mediums and art forms that you think they shouldn't make movies on? This can range from board games, old school games, etc. Personally, I think they should leave comic strips alone after the atrocities that were the Garfield movies. Okay, now this is going to be weird because I didn't see this question. I just got it. But we were just talking about, okay, they're run out of properties.
Right.
What can they actually make movies out of that are properties now besides toys and games? And video games? And we took a guess. I said cereal mascots and food mascots like Miss Butterworth, the Trix Rabbit, Aunt Jemima.
I'll give you a crazy one that they could never make a movie out of. Facebook. Oh, wait a minute.
I was about to say, yeah. But you know what they're doing with that?
What?
I think it's going to be the story about Facebook.
Oh, is it?
It's not going to be. It'll kind of be like that movie that they did about Steve Jobs and what's his name?
So just make it a documentary.
Well, Bill Gates.
And Bill Gates. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be a biopic in a way.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not going to be like Facebook. The movie. They're trying to make Facebook
who was the
character.
director attached to that? Was it?
I know. You're talking about Fight Club. David Fincher.
Yeah, David Fincher.
Yeah. And speaking of board games, Ridley Scott's name is still being tossed around to direct Monopoly.
How about Candyland?
they're talking about making a
No,
Candy.
seriously?
Yeah. Now look, I'll be honest with you. I can see a Candyland movie being made
Like a cartoon.
it could be made like a children's
kids,
CG film. Yeah, I can actually see that.
Yeah,
Monopoly. I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do with that.
Yeah, like a child ends up in Candyland,
Yeah.
and therefore has
I
to go
can-
through the.
I could see it being like I could. You know, I could actually even see. I know Pixar doesn't do this, but I could actually see Pixar taking that and saying, "Okay, if you're gonna do it, let us take a crack at it
Yeah.
and actually making it good."
Damn. Well, I want to see a fucking badass Operation game.
Yeah.
Fucking movie made. Yeah.
My favorite would be
That would
Hungry
be
Hungry
kick
Hippo.
Ass. Yeah.
Hungry Hungry Hippo.
And have the guy who you operated on, have him be the guy who's actually doing the operations.
He's doing it to
Like
himself.
abducting people and throwing them on a table. And having like jumper cables, using jumper cables to remove bones. Oh my god. Those Saw movies.
And they bring it out like
Yeah.
it's a horror movie, but they really do bring out a bone that looks
Yeah.
like a Charlie horse.
Yeah. Fuck Saw. I'm all about Operation.
Oh, you know what they do is like Saw, but they actually like make a real operation guy. They hook his nose up to electronics and shit, so it really lights up.
They fucking screw in a red bulb
Yeah.
to the guy's face.
If you touch the sides, you electrocute this man.
Yow! Sound like Arnold.
Well, I would tell you the ideas I had for the Aunt Jemima and Tricks Rabbit, but Jason and I are gonna write a blog about that. So I don't want
Okay.
to put
You
those
guys
ideas.
have
I think
fun.
Uncle
Don't be
Ben-
stirring up controversy.
I know.
now.
That's what we do.
Don't be
The
pissing
relationship
off members.
between Uncle Ben and Aunt Jemima should
Yeah.
be more in depth. They can do that.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah.
One's the syrup queen, the one's the rice king.
Yeah, there you go.
10 reasons why board game movies are gay.
Don't say that.
Don't you dare say that word.
Rock and Sock'em are not gay. They have to
Nothing
be
wrong with
roommates.
being gay.
Ethan Robertson
Yes.
comes in with a couple of questions for a couple of cold ones, but you're going to get it read right here, right now, so fuck you. I live in Australia, and over here, we are still waiting for Coraline to be released. Well, fucking, the DVD's out over here. You can get that. I am really looking forward to it because I'm a huge fan of stop motion animation. Sometimes I feel that Hollywood is not using stop motion to its full potential. What are you talking about? Coraline was like, they make money. What do you want them to do?
He wants you to fucking. He wants you to take him into outer space or something. I don't know.
Hey, they want to come to his house and animate that shit.
I want to be 3D.
Yeah, he wants to be
When
stop
I
motion.
buy my ticket, I want to be 3D.
So my question is, what do you think the future holds for stop motion animation? Will it get bigger and become more mainstream, or will it just continue to appear in the occasional movie? Actually, if you ask me, unless they come up with something that is really worthy of stop motion. I'm talking about like a 3D effect, some sort of technology that makes 3D, stop motion the new big thing.
Yeah.
It's going to be a niche.
Yeah, it is.
Because for one thing, I tell you something. Even if we want to get that look of 3D, I tell you they can do that with CG.
Yeah.
They don't even need to build models or anything like that. So I can see the look. People, for nostalgia's sake, wanted to do that, but I mean, CG movies are still making money.
Yeah.
It's I think it's time wise. The time it takes to animate a movie and the team it takes, the money that you spend, it's just
expensive.
it's not worth it for a lot of studios to pursue that on a regular basis. So, but I think every now and then you'll get somebody who will want to go back to it because everybody wants to, like, when you have a new technology come up, the first thing people want to say is the old technology is dead or the old method is dead. It's not dead. It'll still be used. Either it'll be used in another way or it'll be used in a smaller way, but it will always be there. But as far as being mainstream, no, you're not going to see, a stop motion animation movie released regularly like a CG animation
Not
movie.
at all.
Not regularly, but Wes Anderson got into stop motion during Life Aquatic because I had to think about that movie when he made Life Aquatic. He did stop motion with all the fishies and stuff, and so he got so enthusiastic that he started looking for a project, and he is tied up with the Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Oh, I think that's actually being made.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, somebody posted something about that,
Yeah.
and it looks cool. No, look, stop motion is beautiful, and I wish they would do more of it.
Yeah,
but
when it's used right in the right way and with the right story, you know.
And you know, some co-hosts, you might have a point there, because the reason why we get these beautiful stop motion animated films is because we don't get a glut of them. We only get a few, and those few people, they really make it a labor of love for what they do.
That's true.
So yeah, but don't expect that on a regular basis.
No. I wouldn't want it on a regular basis. I would get tired of it like anything else.
Yeah.
So
why do you want it on a regular basis anyway? You can barely get Coraline down there. Where you
I know.
you better be glad it ain't on a regular basis.
By the time you get the next movie, it won't matter.
All right, you know, I'm trying to
Maybe
see.
they got 3D in heaven or something. I don't know. Stop motion. You be stop motion, all right.
You got to animate your corpse. And shit.
No motion out of your ass.
Oh, okay. This is last one right here. Somebody who we hadn't read anything from before. Oh, let's see. This is from Dow Flaw, and he said, "Oh, well, never mind this."
Sorry, the flower.
They asked us if we're going to be at Comic-Con. Yes, people, we will. I guess I should say we will be me, Leon, and Cyrus at Comic-Con. We'll be arriving Thursday, and okay, I guess I should say this Saturday. Let me look and see what his name is online. I know the guy's Keith, but online he is known as, at least on Spill, he is known as, Keith G. And Keith G is forming a get together at this place in the Marriott. There's a there's a bar in the Marriott. He said he got about like 11 people coming to hang out. So at 8:00 on Saturday at the San Diego Comic-Con, unless some scheduling thing comes up that we don't know of yet, we will try to be at the Marriott hanging out with Keith G. He put up a post about it. Look up Keith G. Look up the post, and we'll be wherever he says that we're going to be hanging. Well, look, fuck it. What am I doing? I got it right here. He gave me the
help the folks out.
I know. Okay, here's where we're going to be at. It's a bar called DW's. DW's, that's apostrophe S. DW's in the San Diego Marriott. The number. Get this down here now. You can back this up if you miss it. Rewind it. The number is 619-234-1500, and you have to ask for DW, and that's inside the Marriott, and that's right next to Convention Center at the San Diego Comic-Con. So if you want to come meet us and hang out with us and see if we're there,
you bastards have fun.
Man, I was trying my best to do what I could to get you there.
Can I go with you to Amsterdam?
You can always come with me.
I ain't going nowhere here.
I'm going to put you in that little suitcase.
But you know something, co-host?
What?
We already have you marked down for New York Comic-Con.
I don't want to go to that.
I want to go.
I want to go here.
What? Screw that.
But no, we tried our best to get you there.
Cool.
No, we really did. It was hard.
I understand.
We tried so many different ways.
Comic-Con.
February.
Oh, okay.
But
I'll be dead by then. No, I'll be dead.
It's so cold in New York in February.
But you know something? We're trying to find something else to do, man. Because if anybody deserves a trip, co-host, it's you.
You're goddamn right.
You're goddamn right.
Ask them co-host.
God damn you.
So I'll have to have my own personal trip here in my
So,
room.
Everybody, that's it, man.
That's it?
That's it.
Noah,
Okay.
you're not going to be here anymore.
No, let's hug it out.
You're
Bitches.
hug it out, hug it out.
But no, Noah, you know what? You'll be leaving pretty soon.
Yeah.
I think this is probably the last podcast you will be on.
Yeah.
For now.
What
Who other podcast you going to be on?
You know those horror movies where it says the end.
Yeah.
Or is it? The question mark comes up. But yeah, hey, good seeing you, Noah.
Thank you for
No, it's
having
been a
me.
pleasure. It's been an honor.
Thank you.
You are a fun guest to have around.
Yeah, you are. You're
Plenty
pretty chill.
of
You know,
movie knowledge,
laid back.
and other kinds
Bullshit.
of knowledge that we
Bullshit.
probably shouldn't be talking about half the time.
No, some of the knowledge Corey paid me well off to never think about it again.
Keep that knowledge to
So,
yourself.
Yeah, I have to
Yeah.
keep it to myself.
All right, then.
No, you've been a
Well,
fun guest.
Yeah, you
thank
have.
you guys
It's
so
gonna
much.
be sad to see you go.
And people, you have been fun listeners. We appreciate
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
This has been Let's Do This.
You sons of bitches out there.
Get
Yeah.
out of here. Bye,
Get
y'all.
the hell out of my house.
Sleep well.
Get to the job.